has defeated you.
Funny Cinco de Mayo, we alive! Let's go, let's go! Man, that music is fire. Well, it makes me, you know, I know it's not, but it sounds like that Final Fantasy joint when we was playing the OG one. That's what that sounds like. That's what it sounds like, ladies and gentlemen. I see the King Reaper's here. Yeah. What's good, brother? What's good? What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, I see the Briadios is here. Briadios, we got King Reaper. What else are we missing here? We got some people. Let me make sure everything is right. Because I don't know, for some reason, when you change the what's the name, the damn input, it goes haywire. But I'm just making sure. So how's everybody? What else we got in here that we need to announce there that you already had? I got King Reaper, you got Briarios, you got Matt, who's also here. I see you there. Ladies and gentlemen, I see somebody is tapping on the microphone over there. What is going on over there? Let's see what else we got. What we got? We got, ladies and gentlemen, we have Layvon is here.
What's up?
Hello, Layvon. How was your weekend, my friend?
It's been fine.
Your weekend is fine. Hey, is that your microphone that's tapping there, Layvon?
A little bit. Let me see.
Fucking stop it! That's Layvon's theme music. He's a Nintendo guy. $80 games. Oh, it's just a shame. We started it. Yeah, Nintendo started that, so what's going on here?
Yeah, they did.
Yep, your people. Hey, give that dog some water! That jabroni's messing up the show, and close the door! Alright, so. Hold on a second. We're missing some people. Where's Ty That Man? He's not here.
I have no idea.
Huh.
A bunch of people might not be here, Rick.
Well, Rick's gonna call them out. Let's see here. Who's shining Z's shoes, brother? Let's see. Azriel, also known as Teddy, shining Z's shoes, of course. Probably his knob, too. Oh, man, you got big money over there. Dang, he's supposed to be down with us. Buck, he's confused. LBK, figures, giving Z to Rusty's trombone, that guy. Freddie Wayne, Heath Stevens, just named 2 non-gamers. J-Dub. Some other guy, Manhattan's deafened over there. Rocket Man, it's movie. All right, so I don't know what's going on. Wait, it doesn't matter. As my man Freddie Mercury said, show must go on. So that's what we're gonna do. Show must go on. That's what we're gonna do. And what we're gonna do first is what we always do. Whoa, Ty, he says I'm here. I'm talking to my brother. He got in the car. He says, whoa, we're gonna pray for your brother. And I bet you didn't see no heavies today, Ty. So how about that? So. Ty, see no heavies. Let's all pray for his brother and hope that he's gonna be all right in this car accident here. And
Sending healing energy to you and your brother, Ty.
Yeah, man, my car is acting up today, man. Something went. My crank sensor went bad, and so I'm like, how did it? Then the car is shaking like freaking, like MC Hammer doing a typewriter. So now I gotta order these parts, and I don't know if I want to put them on myself or have a mechanic put them on. I hate paying extra money for stuff. He said, "Hey, Ricky, $300."
Is that what that dance is called? A typewriter? I never knew what that was called.
Yeah. MC Hammer's dance called typewriter.
Yeah, I never knew that.
You learn something every day here on the Watchtower. Yeah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the weekend box office has been, could we say, in a boom as of late. You know, you had certain movies that are making the rounds. They're doing very good, and some people don't like it. It's a shame. It really is. But, you know, Oops. Oh, not that one. Finish that rum!
I mean, that person said, whoever you're referring to said that the movie is successful. He just thinks it's mid. If you're referring to that same person.
Of course, I'm referring to that same person. Hey, man. Well, that's not what we want to do. Hold on a second. Can't get this damn thing.
You might as well start right there, man. It's a good number.
Absolutely. Hold on a second, though. This is supposed to come down. It's not coming down. All right.
What did you do now, man?
I don't know.
You can't adjust your screen, brother.
Listen, I adjust a lot of things. Oh man. Okay. I don't know why the freaking thing don't want to move. Can y'all see that? That's all that matters.
Yeah, we can see it. It says 236, 57, 179.
All right, so you can see. All right.
We know it's Sinners, even though it doesn't say Sinners.
Yeah,
we know it's Sinners.
it does now. I scrolled up. It should say Sinners.
It still says Grosses.
You sure it doesn't say Sinners now? If it doesn't, then that's a problem.
Now it does.
Okay, all right. Oh, 236. How about that, folks? Makes me smile. Makes me think that it's mine. Because this, folks, this is huge. Now they finally passed the break-even point. And Tice, okay, so that was what he said before. All right, so let's go back to the weekend box office. And number one is the Thunderbolts, as I easily predicted. Now, here's where I was wrong. I think I said Thunderbolts will open up to 200 million. Ugh, I was wrong. A lot less. 160. So I believe
Captain. Is that a bad thing? The way you're talking is like it's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
Well, I thought that the MCU was going to start getting some momentum and that it was going to be 200, but it didn't. But
the movie got no star power. Can you be honest with that? The movie, nobody recognizes most of the people in Thunderbolts. You're going to say Bucky, but people don't recognize.
Oh man, Sebastian Stan sucks. But here's what I will say: Captain America, Brave New World, opened up bigger.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay,
it did. I think it opened up to like 100. Yeah, this will open up to 74. But to be fair, look at the fucking competition this movie has, though. You got a word of mouth Sinners that only dropped 26% from last week. Fire. That's crazy. You got a Minecraft movie that's going to make $1 billion. You have the second installment of The Accountant, when I believe the first Accountant made well over $100 million. Matter of fact,
is it tracking good? Like, what's the number? Click on that because I want to see what the numbers are on that.
The Accountant. It's not Sinners killing it. That's the problem. Like, that's what makes me know that it says Amazon, MGM, but this is partnered with Warner Brothers too. I think 66 million. Yeesh. That's.
What's the budget? Do you know what the budget was?
I'm gonna find out. But the first one did 155, and that was under a.
Yeah, it's almost halfway there though.
Yeah, but bro, it's only gonna get harder from now on, bro. Remember, this is the summer movie season, bro. You're gonna start getting bangers.
You summon the Superman signal.
Yeah, you're gonna start. So this Accountant, they're in trouble. Yeah, they're in trouble.
What's the budget?
80 million.
But damn, why?
I'll tell you why.
There wasn't a lot of CGI. I didn't see the movie, so I can't even.
Well, you gotta understand. Affleck don't come cheap. He probably cost you 20 easy.
And John Bernthal.
And it's see. So here's the deal. Amazon is gonna take most of the loss of this because Warner Brothers said, "Hey, look, we'll handle the picture internationally," which it did 25 million. So that's what they bought home. And then Amazon said, well, we'll take care of it in the United States, 41 million. But The Accountant is being hurt by Sinners. And when I say hurt, it's like nobody thought Sinners, an R-rated movie, which I believe The Accountant is R-rated too. But bro, Sinners is getting that word of mouth, bro. I know brothers that ain't been to the movie theaters in years talking about they're going to see it. Like, I'm like, damn, word, it's like that, bro.
Wow. I would say this though, right?
The objective one is here.
I mean, it's showing to the pedigree of Ryan Coogler, right?
Yes.
Well, look at his resume of the stuff that he did.
Oh, his
It's
resume
all
is
solid.
nice.
Yeah.
Now he is going to be he is on his way to. How can I say this? I don't want to say Steven Spielberg status. That's a whole different. Like Steven Spielberg can release junk, and nobody cares. I believe. Yeah, I know you guys. I'm going to get some pushback on this. He has surpassed what Spike Lee can do.
We discussing movies.
Yeah, movies. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, Ryan.
Wait, you said he surpassed Spike Lee as far as what, box office?
Oh, well, he did that with Black Panther. Hell, Spike Lee. Spike Lee movies don't make no money.
Black Panther's a $2 billion franchise, so I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think
I'm about to go with Spike Lee. I'm probably still go for the culture. I'm still going Spike Lee. I think a lot more iconic stuff, but for me,
If we said for the culture, Coogler is actually better.
He's better than Spike Lee.
I hate to say it.
He's better than Spike. He's better. He's better than Spike. He's better than Spike. He's better. You really want to go?
No. You can be subjective. Can be what you prefer, but actual there can be. You could be objective about this.
Well, Spike. I don't know. I mean, Spike Lee never did no comic book stuff. So, but for me, but hold on. Are we just talking about the numbers? Maybe he might have made more. I don't know.
Oh God, did you see? Maybe.
No, Parker. $2 billion. Parker.
He literally made $2 billion.
Parker, $2 billion for one franchise. Parker, what do you mean?
The second movie was close to $1 billion, and he just did this. What?
Well, it was like 800 something. It wasn't a second one. No, but I still hold Spike Lee in high regard.
All right,
so I still hold Spike Lee in high regard, though.
That's fine. That's
hey, listen, hey, bro. If you listen, you want to take
better. Like,
hey, look, I get it. Look, Spike was the man in the '80s, and he was the guy that was filming on the streets of New York. Didn't have a permit. Cops had to stop him. He was fighting his way in. Spike Lee didn't take money or blood money or anything like that.
No Ryan Coogler's out the Spike Lees of the world.
He didn't.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna like.
Look, bro. Listen, we're not shitting on Spike. We're just saying that Coogler's better.
Hell no.
We're just saying.
I still got Spike Lee though, right?
Hey, listen. Okay, look, hey, listen, Parker, and I expect that you're 50 years old, so you would have Spike Lee over the rest of us. But things modernize and things move forward. Now, Spike Lee is what we would call a pioneer to the black directors.
Absolutely.
That's what he is. Like I told y'all with LL Cool J, when y'all booed the Rick out the building when I said he should be on the Mount Rushmore hip hop. Y'all like, oh, LL Cool J. I told y'all, if LL Cool J don't make it, Def Jam don't make it, hip hop don't make it. That's a fact. So, I'm not dissing Spike Lee the way y'all dissed LL, because LL is still relevant. No, it wasn't you. It was who's that mumbling ass nigga? Trillo, Larry Buss, all these young niggas that can't spell LL Cool J. Mad. Because mad. Oh, he rapped for girls. No, LL started out as a battle rapper. What are y'all talking? See, here's the problem. Now, here's the problem I have with young people. I've been a fucking DJ since I was 9 years old. I've heard every fucking song you kids have, and then some. All that garbage you young boys like on the radio now is trash. It's junk. You don't even scratch anymore. You don't even scratch. You guys don't even know. Bro, I hate it when these young people come through, talk about music, and they don't know their damn roots. They don't know their roots.
Why y'all start him tonight?
Because I'm mad because I've been a DJ since I was 9.
Do your job, baby.
I know music more than anybody. I forgot more about music than any nigga in here.
Nigga crashing out.
Okay, Rick, are you done? Are you done, brother?
No! These fucking 2 hands! Scratch like a fucking cat!
Shit.
Now,
I mean,
back to Spike Lee.
So let's
get this back to Spike.
Let's get back in the box office because
now, hey, listen, Vaughn, Spike Lee has an actor, but Spike Lee's old news now. Now, let's be honest. I'm going to name some movies of Spike Lee's, and you guys give me thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, we're going to start with his original Black and White. She's Gotta Have It. Anybody seen it?
She's Gotta Have It.
A little bit, but I also watched. I'm gonna say this on that though, Rick. I watched a little bit of that. And remember, they had this Netflix show too on that, based off that movie.
Okay.
He definitely put out great stuff.
Now,
2 days, man.
yeah, it's cool. There you go. Do the right thing. Now, She's got to have it. School Days, Do the Right Thing, 3 iconic black movies by Spike Lee.
You forgot Malcolm X.
Hold on, we're not there yet. Then he got a little crazy. More Better Blues. Then he got even.
I like that movie.
Then he got a little crazier. Jungle Fever. Huh? Then came the banger. Then came the banger Malcolm X, which I think, bro, there was people skipping school to go and see that. White people was skipping school to come see Malcolm X. I saw it. Came out November 18th, 1992. And I remember my mother took me and my brother out of school to go and see it. She said, y'all going to see, y'all going to see. I saw a kid ride. And at the time, so check this out. I believe, now, I could be wrong. I thought the movie had an R rating. Or so. There was a lot of Spike Lee. I think it had a lot of, Malcolm X. It had a lot of cursing in it and stuff. You know, it didn't have any naked women, but it had a lot of cursing and stuff like that. I don't remember what it was rated. But I remember there was white.
PG-13.
PG-13. I remember a kid. Now remember, I grew up in the 80s, so there's truancy officers that will stop you and bring you home to your parents. And say,
no, in Brooklyn, they take your ass back to school.
Yeah, so you know what? The truancy officers took the day off. They let everybody, all the kids that came in to see Malcolm X, they let them see it. Let them see it. And I think that to me was that was one of those movies where you know what the outcome's gonna be, but you still watch it anyway. That was probably the first movie I watched as a kid to see how Denzel would perform as Malcolm X, because I thought Denzel was too dark to play Malcolm.
Really?
Yeah. Remember, Malcolm X was light skinned.
Malcolm was light skinned. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I thought Denzel was too dark, but they gave him the red hair and stuff, and you know, when he had the glasses, he looked like Malcolm. He did.
Spike Lee had a movie with Denzel, a more recent movie, and it was about a bank robbery. I love that movie.
Oh, Inside Man. Yeah, I
love that movie.
That was I think Spike Lee's first $100 million movie was Inside Man. I think that was his first $100 million movie. It cost $60 million to make, and it made $184. I think that was his biggest. Matter of fact, hold on. Inside Man premiered in New York on March 2 before being released across, and it had a deeper meaning of it when you watch the whole movie. Like, see, everybody thought it was just about taking his money out of his bank or whatever, but it was deeper than that. It was way deeper than that. So it earned $184.4 million worldwide against a $45 million budget, making it highest grossing film in Spike Lee's filmography. So it still is. It's still the highest grossing movie he's ever made. Now here's the problem with Spike Lee, and it's not a problem. He falls more into that Woody Allen kind of director category. Not saying that he's bad, but he doesn't make blockbusters. He's more of a arts movie kind of maker. You know what I'm saying? He don't. Yeah, it's not. He doesn't do blockbuster films. He doesn't. You know, he did like Black Klansman, which was, you know, I believe what's his name wrote Black Klansman.
I know Denzel's son was in that.
Yeah, Denzel's son was in there. And that movie, crazy profit, $15 million to make, $93.4 million at the box office. Nice. That's what that's what that's there. But then he did this thing on see, now Spike took the money. He got a Netflix movie, The Five Bloods, and the Apple TV, The Highest to Lowest. You know, that ain't Spike. Come on, Spike, man, what you doing? Don't do that. You know, Spike
gotta pay for them Knicks tickets somehow, brother.
That's what I was about to say, because, bro, he had that movie, She-Rock, whatever it was. It cost $15 million, only made $2 million. Yeah, that took a beating.
I think Spike Lee's. If you look at the Spike Lee, to me, is more iconic than the Cougar, because even the movies you had that though, but the early Jordan commercials, Mars Blackman, right? So that was iconic, like right there. Though.
Yeah, but we talking film though, Parker. We talking film. We're talking as far as film. Look, Spike. Spike paved the way, but Coogler he's the new Spike Lee, but not as big as an icon as Spike, because you're never going to be bigger than the guy that paved the way. It's impossible.
Thanks.
Never. Impossible. He'll never be bigger than Spike Lee. if it wasn't for Spike Lee,
right?
well, exactly. Well, Spike didn't have money. She's got to have it. Cost like $1,700, and I don't know where he got it from, but it turned out making $7 million. So that's how he started his fortune. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he had no money. But see, the whole thing is, without Spike Lee, there is no Coogler. Doesn't happen. You know, they don't really trust black directors, period. Now, what did Coogler do to get that Black Panther freaking job? Makes you wonder.
So yeah, man, because like at the time, Do the Right Thing was a powerful film.
Absolutely,
what the message behind.
Yeah, because they were saying that did he do the right thing by throwing that trash can through the window? What was that? What did he do the right thing? Vaughn said he don't make enough original movies to be the next Spike Lee. Terrible comparison. Well, that's my opinion. So, you get your Jordan Peele ass.
To me, Coogler, he's doing well right now off the MCU with Black Panther, right? And then the follow up, tragedy happened. He did what he could do, right? And then for original IP, right, Sinners, right, a horror. Okay, he did good, right?
Yeah.
So I expect him to continue to get some more work. Not only Black Panther, but probably Warner Brothers will probably invite him back to do something else as well.
Now wait a minute now. So we're not calling Creed. Right. We're not calling Creed an original movie just because he used characters from Rocky.
No, because it's a Rocky spinoff. You can't call it original.
I disagree. I disagree. Now listen, I disagree. I tell you why I disagree. Because it's just using characters. He came up with his own story.
Right. It's not an original IP.
I mean, actually, it is. I mean, it's in the same. It's in the same universe as whatever, but it's a different IP.
It won't be considered. It won't be original IP, right? Because it's based off something previous, so that's why it can't be original IP. In that regard, right? Now, Sinners, yeah, right. That would be something original. Because it didn't come from that, so a vague term, vampires, whatever, right? So
yeah,
that would be considered.
Listen. I would give.
Movie for him, so
I would give pushback to that because he wrote a movie. Now he didn't just direct it. Now some people just direct movies; they don't write it. He wrote that movie just using Sylvester Stallone's characters, and the fact that he still gets executive produce credits from the next two Creeds that came out because he wrote the original story.
But it's not original IP. That's what I'm saying.
I understand that. I understand that. I understand that.
In there, though.
Yeah, it was with his characters. So you tell Creed would have been a better movie if he used anybody's characters.
No, what I'm saying.
The point is he didn't, Rick.
I know. Hey, I get it. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just throwing that out there. That's all. So he had Creed franchise. Now let me ask y'all this: would y'all consider
Fruitvale Station? I think that was a decent movie. I like that. I don't know if y'all saw it.
Do you think? No, I didn't see it. Do you count Black Panther?
As what? As an original IP?
No, not an IP. No. As original film because it's in the MCU, but there ain't never been another Black Panther movie before.
Film from him because that IP already existed though, and like even in form of comic books or whatever, it still already existed though.
If he created somebody called Black Panther like he did Sinners, then yeah,
gotcha.
I would say it's original, but it already existed before he made the movie.
Yeah.
Rick, you there?
I'm here. I was taking a sip.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking that these guys should get credit. Well, I mean, they get credit. He get executive producer credits because he wrote it.
Yeah.
Because he wrote the money. He wrote the movie. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. He wrote it. But that's why I was asking, do you think Black Panther is a franchise movie, but it's a franchise he started? Even though it's part of the MCU, but he started a franchise.
He started the franchise, but he can't get credit for the franchise though, Rick. Even though he started the movie franchise.
Civil War though, Black Panther, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's true. He was in Civil War, so that's true.
Yeah. So then after that he got his movie. So yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So no, it was not an original IP, but he did a hell of a job doing a non-original IP.
I think he did a hell of. I think Black Panther is one of the best comic book movies ever made. The first one.
I would say the second Captain America Winter Soldier for me
Winter Soldier.
I will go with the Dark Knight for me. And second,
Really? Not a Superman movie?
The
Holy
Dark
shit!
Knight.
Hold up! No! I got what I needed from you. Nope. I got what I needed from you. I got what I needed. Batman is his new favorite character. Yeah, buddy.
No. Can I finish talking, please?
All right.
And the second runner-up to that, the Dark Knight, would be Infinity War. So those are my two top comic movies of all time.
Oh shit! Dark Lord Fusion is here. I didn't even see him. He snuck in here.
Yeah, those are my two right there. I would go with.
What up, Dark Lord Fusion? What's good, brother? All right, so I remember there was a jabroni in here, and this jabroni was capping for Until Dawn. Can you believe that? Until Dawn, the movie capped for the game too. Take a guess of who he is.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't need to guess.
All right, so let's see what Until Dawn has done. All right, 14 million, 20 million internationally, 34 million. I think it cost 8, right? Deuce, was it 8 or 15? Well, Until Dawn.
You asking me what's the budget?
All right, hold on.
See the movie, so
Well, we were talking about it.
I can tell you that.
Oh, damn. Hold on. Let's see how much it costs to make this film.
So gone budget. 15 million.
15 million. Oh, okay. All right. 15. So it needs another 9 million bucks. It's at 34. But you know you got to go 3 times because that 15 doesn't include your marketing. We all know that. Now they're probably at break. They're probably at break even with 34. But I don't think they're in the profit realm yet because Sinners. Yeah. Well, Sinners didn't become profitable until it hit the $220 million mark. That was break even. That was break even. 220 for Sinners was break even because of the marketing.
Even though it was 86 million budget though.
Yeah, because of the
90 million, right?
Because of the deal that Coogler took. I'll bring it up on the screen here.
To get it back after 25 years.
Well, he did some freaking crazy. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna put it on the screen what I was talking about.
90 million budget.
All right, so here's why it didn't become. Here's why Sinners didn't become profitable.
Thank you for the $2. Sinners is the best movie I've seen this year. Amazing. Thank you for the $2, Mac.
Mac,
That, Mac.
what's good, Mac? My man, Mac City. Mac is here. All right, so. For those wondering, okay, so here it is. He took this. This is the deal Coogler took. Some publications claim that the film needed to gross 170 to 185 million to break even. And what is break even? Often abbreviated as BE in finance is the point of balance making neither a profit or a loss. It involves a situation when a business makes just enough revenue to cover its total costs. Any number below the break-even point constitutes a loss. Okay, so now, that being said, some publications claim that the film needed to break even at 170 to 185 break even when factoring its production budget, which was 90 million, 90 to 100. Coogler's first dollar gross. First dollar gross is a practice in filming in which the participant receives a percentage of the gross box office revenue starting from a film's first day of release. The participant begins sharing in the revenue from the first ticket sale, not waiting until the film studio turns a profit in its film finance. So that's why they are saying it was the 170, 185. Because he took that deal, premium video on demand and streaming deals with Prime and Netflix. So that's where it's going to Prime and Netflix. They got a streaming deal there.
DVD sales, yeah, everything.
Yep.
Them things are gonna kick in.
Now, here's a key point here. Other industry sources place the break-even point at between 200 and 225. That's the one that I took because that's in the middle. Because Puck, who is a credible source, is saying that it had to be 300 million. I don't fucking believe that at all. That's why I took the 225. The Puck was going as high saying he needed 300 million to break even. That's what I was like, I kind of call BS on that one. So that's why I took the 225. It's at 236. So now it is officially successful. It's made a profit. You don't want movies to lose money. It made money. So Vaughn said Sinners had a big marketing push. Yeah, you bet your ass it did, because if you got to make 220 to break even, it only cost you 100 million.
I don't agree with that. I think it was more word of mouth because it had a
word of mouth helped. See, that's why I said word of mouth is still a good thing, Deuce, because you can have all the marketing you want and ads. What do we do when we see an ad on Google or something? We just skip past it. But if I know you and you tell me, hey, Rick, you got to go see this movie Sinners, I'm going to go see the movie because you told me, hey, I'm going to go see it. I think word of mouth probably helped more than the damn marketing did.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I said. My bad.
I live in my bad. I live in a bubble, so I haven't seen any marketing outside of like YouTube ads. But it was people. It was word of mouth for me. People telling me, "No, you gotta go see it." Like several people.
See,
like,
word of mouth.
I'm talking about like the day after it came out.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and I think that's what's helping the movie or helping. Now listen, the movie's now at 236. Well, it's really like 238 right now. I think it hits 250. I don't know if it hits 3 because the bangers are coming. It's May. You're going to start getting movies. Now listen, in a few weeks, Minecraft's probably going out of the theater. I don't know where, you got Minecraft. Let's see. All right, let's see what movies theaters are in here. All right, so Sinners, it'll keep their 3,000. Thunderbolts going to stay at 4 and change. Minecraft is going to start losing theaters. The Accountant 2, that movie's in trouble. The Accountant 2 is in trouble because of the success of Sinners. Like, Sinners didn't go away, and The Accountant 2, which is also R-rated, is not getting the word of mouth that Sinners is getting. It's not. And, it's still a good movie, I guess. I didn't get a chance to see it yet because the last couple weeks, Thunderbolts, Sinners. So didn't have to get a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, Swordfish is here. What's good, brother? So then you have The Amateur, which I heard was a good movie. You had the dude that played Freddie Mercury. Big Money, you got some stuff going on in the background. And then number 7 was The King of Kings. Number 8 was Warfare. Number 9, The Third Case. And number 10, The Surfer. So this was a good week for the box office. It's good. They needed it because the box office. Now, it's crazy because out of all of that happened last week, I don't see Star Wars. Where's Star Wars at? Because I know that the damn Phantom Menace was last week. Because I thought that because it was May the 4th that they was gonna still. So Star Wars was a one weekend kind of thing, and that shit did 20-something million in a weekend, bro, and it's gone already. But that lets you know. Bro, there ain't no bigger franchise than Star Wars, brother. Star Wars will stomp a motor hole in anything. Now
Swordfish said Thunderbolts is good, and Max City said Accountant 2 is a watch-at-home movie. God damn.
He said, what?
Yo, I want to own Sinners, bro.
Oh, man. He said,
yeah, I can't wait for that box set. Pause. Well, there's no pause on the box set. Dude.
Star Wars. Wait, hey, Vaughn, what do you mean not Avatar? Avatar wish it was Star Wars. Are you shitting me? What are you talking about? Avatar came out with one game. They couldn't get that right. People are begging to make Star Wars video games. People are begging to make Star Wars action figures. Nobody making no goddamn Avatar toys and stuff. You're talking about not Avatar. Let me tell you something. Star Wars is the goddamn GTA of the movie theater. When people hear that motherfucking Star Wars is coming out, nope, gotta move on shit. Get that shit up out of here. We ain't fucking with Star Wars. Nobody is fucking with Star Wars. He said, which Star Wars movie coming soon that's making $2 billion? Fuck, I don't know. You want to look at all the Star Wars that came out? You want to fucking add those motherfuckers up? Do you? All right, let's play this little game here. So there's been 2 Avatar movies, huh? All right. Okay.
So y'all saying Thunderbolt is a must watch?
Well, you have to. If you're gonna,
I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna.
If you're gonna watch the Thunderbolts shit,
is it only worth going to see because it ties in with the future movies, or is it a good movie on its own merits?
Well,
that's a you question.
Yeah, I would say
'95 or '94. I mean,
Oh God, Disney's paying reviewers again. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait. It can't be a good movie.
Listen, man. Look. Listen, man. Look. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But first, there was some. Listen. Okay. Yeah. He said I'm not talking overall. Hey, Vaughn. Listen. Ain't nobody fucking with Star Wars in the box office, bro. I think you overvalue Avatar. They made 2 movies. One has yet to come out. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which probably that came out in 2015, and that did $2 billion. So I don't know. And another thing too, don't try to act like Avatar had people going to watch this shit in 3D. That's why it made all that goddamn money. When the 3D's freaking ticket sales were like double of what the regular ticket sales was. Don't fuck with you. I does this. Okay? It had people like me buying 3D TVs. Come on, man. Don't do that shit. Star Wars: The Force Awakens made $2 billion without that 3D bullshit that every theater that Titanic and Avatar took advantage of. Don't fucking do this. Don't you fucking do that.
Whoever had a 3D TV, that was the worst investment.
Yeah, big money. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk. I got mine too. Yes, you can't give it away. Bro, you gotta wear them stupid glasses. Nobody wants that damn thing.
I got an LG C6. That shit still. The only thing I don't like about it is the latency on
Vaughn, are you?
I think it's crazy.
Vaughn, they re-released Titanic like 6 or 7 times, bro, and one of them was in 3D. That's why them goddamn TVs is out. What are you talking about? They had released Titanic in 3D. Oh my God, yo, man, listen. Wait, hold up. How many times was Titanic released in theaters? Bro, they released the fucking thing in the movie theater 4 times! It should be in the top fucking 5! The movie got released. The original was released in 97, a 3D re-release in 2012, a 2017 release, a 2020 re-release, and a 2024 re-release for the 25th anniversary. God damn! That's why you like Sony. Fucking same shit. Re-releasing the same goddamn thing. That James Cameron shit out of here. Motherfucking 4 times. 4 times that movie got released. It should be in the top 5. Look at that. Titanic was one of the highest grossing movies since get that bit, bro. Avengers Endgame and Infinity War will stomp Titanic what we call the fuck out. What are you talking about? Nobody wants to see that weird ass nigga die on a boat and all that. Motherfuckers want to see Thanos and the fucking snap and the fucking bro. This is a different kind of world, bro. This is MCU territory. They will drag Titanic out to the waters and drown it, just like them little weird niggas that took that ship down there and killed themselves. Top 5 is fine. Top 5 is fine. You released it 4 times. 4 times you released that movie. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear nothing about and I believe the all-time movie is Avatar, and they re-released that because Endgame had it, and then they re-released Avatar so it can get that little bit of money, just like Sony found more sales for the PS2, the past Nintendo. We know what happens around here. You start making up shit. It is what it is.
Endgame did re-release as well, though, Rick. Just put that out there.
1 time. It did.
Once enough, baby.
Yeah. Okay, well, then use 4 times. 1 4.
Man, well, I don't know it's 4, but hey.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, but.
The same company, though. So
whoa. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. The CEO is here. God damn it, he snuck in here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Thunderbolts Ali is here.
I'm surprised at Parker.
Yeah. Now listen.
I'm
first,
surprised at Parker.
Well, hold up. First of all, yeah, he's right. Star Wars has been re-released. Yeah, that new, but not the Force Awakens, the one that did $2 billion. That ain't been re-released. It just came out. That shit did too. That shit did. I mean,
I got Parker muted.
Oh man, I forgot you guys hate each other.
Who got Parker muted?
Noah.
I do.
Oh man.
Hey Noah, maybe I should do the same thing because
man.
He said he don't like when I yell, but when my man right here do it, when Ricky do it, he cool with it. But when I do it, But maybe
It
I
don't
should do
matter.
the same
If
thing.
a
I should
person
do the
say
same thing.
something, hey, you continue to do it
Well,
like
I
that.
blocked him in
Calm
retaliation.
down, brother. Calm down.
Nah, but
He
like
blocked me, so I
Calm
blocked
when
him
you tell
permanently.
someone you don't like be calling certain things,
I'll
they
never
can
hit
still
that
call
unblock.
you that, right? So you
All
got
right.
No, let him. Hold up. We might make. Hold on. We might make progress here. Maybe Noah and Parker can be friends. So let them talk to each other.
No, all I'm saying
I
is
can't hear him. You have to.
someone
You just gotta tell me whatever he say.
No, he said. Yeah, here's what he said.
as far as
You gotta unmute him.
If someone's telling you
Absolutely not.
something
Let's get on with
that
the
they
show.
don't
Let's
like
get on with
whatever
the
you
show,
do,
brother.
Exactly. Let's get back
that's
on.
a lack of respect. So that's not a me problem. That's a
Okay,
you
well, let's
problem.
get on with the show.
Let's get back on the show. 'Cause
All right. So we did the weekend box office. You guys want to talk Thunderbolts? Yeah, I don't want to spoil it because Deuce didn't see it yet, which he should have. But
Rick, I'm gonna jump out. You just let me know. Text me when y'all back, cause I ain't trying to hear no spoilers.
oh, we're just gonna say if you liked it or not. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna spoil it because some people didn't see it. So, did anybody in the chat see Thunderbolts? Iron Mike is here. What's good, brother? Iron Mike is here. He's ready to go. Where's my goddamn cheering? There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Iron Mike. All right, so, Thriller Elise at Ricky, you heard about the rumored storyline about the social media monkey. Oh, yeah, we heard that. I did hear that about Superman. He said, I blame Parker. I don't think that's real. I mean, it can't be real, can it? I mean, oh, my God.
No, I mean that's not real.
Oh,
Put out a
man.
rumor and say, hey,
Oh,
you
you
know,
talking about
hey,
the rumors about the Superman movie?
Yeah, so Max City said, I'm going open, haven't seen it. So I guess he's talking about, what's the name? All right.
Force
So,
Awakens.
no, I don't think he's talking about Force. He's talking about, all right, so I asked people, did they see,
You factor it.
okay, I asked people, did they see Thunderbolts? 62% of y'all said you didn't see it. So, for those on the panel that saw it, without spoiling it, because we got 62% of the people that didn't, can you guys give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, your rating of what you gave it? I'll start with you, Parker.
Well, as far as that, it wasn't necessarily bad acting. I guess I could give it a 7.
Okay.
Guess I give it 7.
All right. Noah, did you see it?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, goddamn. Manhattan, you see
I
it?
haven't seen it.
Holy Jesus. Big Money, you see it? Oh,
Y'all
my
probably
God.
don't need to watch
Wow.
it.
Me and Parker, the only people that seen it?
Yeah, but I'm not in a hurry. It was never on my
Well,
watch list though, honestly.
But I told you, Rick, it don't have star power.
well, I'm about to say, I'm glad you said that, Deuce. Folks, look at that fucking picture on the screen. The only guy that I know in there is Hop from freaking Stranger Things. That's it. Him, right here. I know him. Bucky sucks.
And Bucky.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah,
This is Kurt Russell's son. She's the best Black Widow. She's kind of pretty. And you got this one here. Well, listen, man. Listen here, man. So Parker gave it a 7. I'm also gonna give it a 7. I'll say it's a 7. I don't see it. It's not better than that.
I'll say this though, right? But I would say so. To me, the most, probably the most important character I seen in that movie was Bob, aka Sentry, aka Void.
Oh God, that guy!
So,
I fucking hate him.
And instead of Thunderbolts, has been revealed to be New Avengers. So yes,
And that's
see, Rick. This is what I'm saying. Like I didn't need to hear that. So just let, I'll be back.
No.
I'll be back.
What you mean? That ain't happened in the movie though. What are you talking about? Right?
well.
That's something you actually see in a preview. I mean, they took the paper off though, right?
He said, Iron Mike said Bucky, the best character on that roster. Florence Pugh, the only star on there. Now Florence Pugh, she's Black Widow, right? Iron Mike. Smoothie said, did y'all see the end credit scenes? Yeah, that was the best part of the movie, Smoothie.
Oh man, don't tell me that, Rick. You mean people hype for this movie just to watch the end credits, bro?
Bro, the end credits holds. Listen, here's the end credits. Now look, it holds a lot of freaking cachet here. Now listen, look, they were a little too goofy. Like everything was a fucking joke. Like, bro, Everything was a joke with the Red Guardian. Oh my god. He had more one-liners than Eddie fucking Murphy. It was ridiculous. Like, yo, he was just constantly joking and joking. Bro, we're trying to stop this nigga. It's nothing funny.
Well,
But,
Ricky,
I'm gonna say this. Go ahead.
Ricky is his character is the same as in the comics?
Hell no, the Red Guardian ain't no joking ass dude. No. That dude's a Russian communist killer, bro. He don't play that.
But
No, Mac, he not a jokester like that, Mac. Red Guardian,
I don't know about in the comic books, but to me,
he was like that in the Black Widow movie. I mean, that's like his daughter, so whatever.
I think right, the two probably best performances obviously was the lady
Yes.
So let me ask you this, Rick.
Yes, Thriller Ali. Thriller Ali. Look what Thriller Ali said. Hold on, Noah. He said, Ricky, so this means it felt like a James Gunn film? Yes. It felt like a combination of Guardians of the Galaxy meet the Suicide Squad. Because they have an epiphany with each other. We're not heroes. We're not this. We're not that. So, yeah, it does. It does like that.
I won't say it was best probably was the lady, right? And
Do I wait for this movie to hit Disney Plus, or do I?
Not if you. Well, when's the next MCU movie or series? Because you're gonna want to see it before the next series, so you'll be able to put 2 and 2 together. So I mean, you can listen. It's not look. I gave it a 7. It's not a terrible movie, but I mean, goddamn, it's not Civil War either.
I think Anthony carried it though, in a sense.
Yeah, but now look what Iron Mike said. Look what Iron Mike said. That is huge. What Iron Mike said. Look what Iron Mike said. Iron Mike says, bro, walking around turning everybody into Hiroshima shadows, and these niggas cracking jokes. Big facts. Big facts. I don't see it, man. See, this is bro. Look, I'm gonna put myself in the DC universe. If Batman and the Justice League are fighting Darkseid and he's hitting everybody with Omega beams, Batman ain't letting that team make no jokes. He's gonna tell them to shut the fuck up or hit him with a batarang or something. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's real life shit going on here. And you gonna crack joke? Like, matter of fact, you know how Batman be shutting the Flash down in the animated shit when he says dumb shit? I can see that happening. Like, he'd be like, hey, this is no joke. That's what Batman be like, this is no joke. And then fucking shut Wally's ass down. But yeah, look. He said sounds like the first Ant-Man to be. Man, look, here's first and foremost, it's a family movie. The family can go see this movie without seeing anything offensive, if you know what I'm talking about. We talked about it earlier today and stuff like that. You're not going to find anything offensive if you're taking your family. That's a fact. It's safe. It's family safe. There's no sex or anything like that in there. You're good. Now, if you're a true comic book guy, you're going to love what happened with the Taskmaster. You're going to love that. So that's all I would say. You're going to love that. Bucky was kind of a nothing burger. And there was a scene with Bucky and Sentry that was total bullshit. That I was like, okay, that wouldn't happen. And
you talking about the one that leaked online? You talking about the one that leaked online?
What happened to it?
Damn, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, right, yeah, it was spoiler. Yeah, like I said, to me,
what I'm saying is, keep in mind that arm's made out of fucking vibranium.
Yes, that's the one that leaked online.
Okay, yeah, okay. Keep that in mind. That arm's made out of vibranium.
I'm gonna say this though, right? I think that wouldn't matter. It was made out of vibranium, titanium, adamantium, and whatever, right? But his power set, even in the comic books, is like. I remember he went toe to toe with World War Hulk and stuff like that.
Parker, you're right. But we just saw the Red Hulk knocking the shit out of Falcon's wings and he couldn't break them. And what were they made out of? Vibranium.
I remember we talk about the strong, probably the angriest Hulk.
But again,
I'm just saying that,
vibranium. Yeah, but what he did with that vibranium, no, that's vibranium. Shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but then look at the character. Like, I think he's more powerful than a Red Hulk, though. Just saying. This guy, the Sentry. So
hey, Swordfish. Wait, it's not that we're hard. Like I said, I didn't diss the movie Swordfish. Here's the problem, Swordfish. When you have an abundance of something, right? There are a whole lot of comic book movies that come out. We watch comic book movies. We watch comic book series. We are reading and buying comic books again. Parker got me buying comic books again. So now you do have to judge a little harsher now. We can't just be those little 9 and 10-year-old kids that we were and say, oh, wow, we saw Sentry on screen for the first time. Oh, look at this. We can't be amazed by that and then give them a pass. We can't do that anymore. Now, since they have asserted themselves as saying, look, we're going to make movies and we're going to make comic book movies, Swordfish, we do have to judge it harsher now. We got to think of the surroundings. Like when Endgame telling jokes, Thanos is wiping out half, there's nothing funny. That's one of the, you got to take points off for that. That's all I'm saying. That with a 7. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying the damn Red Guardian, man, he ain't seen a joke that he didn't want to tell. It was almost like he was going, look, and I'm going to be lying. I wouldn't lie to y'all. The theater was cracking up. They loved it. They loved it. Oh my God. The people in the theater loved this movie. Matter of fact, let me check it out and see what the Rotten Tomatoes score is, an audience score. All right. So what do we got here? They loved it, bro. They were laughing every 5 seconds. See, and again, I see. Look, they did. Look at this. Higher ratings than, hold on a second. What the freak is going on here? Hold on. All right, there you go. Those are higher numbers than Captain America. 88 on Rotten Tomatoes, 94 on a popcorn meter. Holy crap. That means 94% of the people that saw it, they liked it. Didn't have a problem with it. So, hey, and again, I'm one of those guys. I didn't hate the movie, but I'm not going to sit here and start passing out Oscars. You know, here you go, pass this down, piss down. You know, I'm not going to do that. But I do have to judge it more seriously. I have to take my comic book fandom out and judge this movie as it being just a comic book movie, not part of a universe, not because I like comic books, not because I like those characters, well, not these characters in particular. If I'm just looking at this as face value, my favorite character would probably be the Winter Soldier. Out of everybody that's there, he's the only one I really know.
I would say that I like the characters basically surrounded, and you look at the Sentry. Some of them might probably seem out of place though, if you really look at it in a sense, I guess. But I guess if it's gonna be the new Avengers, then I guess, you know.
Well, that's the problem these shared universe movies make. When you have a shared universe, everybody's gonna ask you, where is this guy to help? He was in the last movie. Why isn't this person showing up? That's the problem when you make these freaking shared universe movies, is if you're in a shared universe and this bro's in trouble, you should have been there to help him. Where the hell is Thor when Sentry's wreaking hell on everybody? Where? Where's Captain Marvel when Sentry is turning everybody into that shit? Where? That's why you gotta be careful when you make these damn comic book movies all be connected, because people are gonna ask, if this nigga's giving you that much problem, where is it? Where's the Xmen? Where's the Fantastic Four? Where are all these people that we know that exist in this damn universe? That's the question you ask yourself. That's how you get in trouble with these movies, because these villains shouldn't be able to wreck shop on nobody. Fuck, you kidding me? Sentry going crazy? Fuck, hell, you're in Queens! Call Spider-Man!
I don't know. Yeah, good luck.
I'm just saying. Jesus.
But yeah, I think, me personally, I think they're gonna have Sentry maybe go up against Doom. That's going to be the one that probably could go. He can go up against.
Matter of fact, here's a nugget. They're in New York, right? And all this shit went down. Where the fuck's Daredevil?
Yo, Rick, we good? Or y'all still spoiling stuff?
Nah, we ain't spoiling nothing.
What we're gonna do though?
Deuce. Here's what I was saying, Deuce. If these guys are having a conflict with the villain in these movies, one of the problems with the shared universe is you're wondering where the hell is all the other characters. This happens in New York. I mean, you catch a train to the fight. Where the hell is everybody? That's what I'm saying. That's what looks crazy. It's just like in wrestling. When somebody's catching a beat down, what's the crowd saying? Hogan. They want Hulk to come in and freaking direct traffic. Same thing when my kids, when they grew up and watched wrestling. Cena. See, they want Cena to come help somebody. Bro, come help. That's all.
I was in the strip.
Well, it should have been. You know, but just think about this. Look at that MCU roster, bro. If you have a problem, remember, this is New effing York. You got Luke Cage, who's running around there. You got Daredevil. You got Daredevil. He can't. Okay, the Punisher's got more guns than anybody. He's in there around. Where's he?
He won't matter at all.
He-
I can tell you that.
Okay, what about Spider-Man? Where's Spider-Man
He
at?
wouldn't matter either. He wouldn't matter either. Go
Okay.
against Sentry. No, my fuck or the Void. No, good luck. GG.
Thor, Captain Marvel.
By the way, Sentry.
Banner.
I believe in the comic.
Yeah, but where's Banner? Where's all of these people?
But I think they saved those guys for like the.
Nah, see that
Doomsday.
that doesn't
That's
make
what I'm
sense.
saying.
That I don't see. See that's where things get a little tricky. Yeah, where's Star Lord? Where are these dudes?
Stop to do nothing to this guy.
Whoa, Star Lord's whoa. Star Lord, he can't kill Star Lord.
What you talking about?
He can't.
Star Lord. What are you talking about?
What is Star Lord half of, Parker?
He's a celestial.
Exactly.
It's like,
He's a
just
celestial.
like Thanos can die. Thanos is also a celestial, so that's not true, Rick.
We're gonna beat the hell out of Star Lord, Sentry. What are you talking
I don't think he will.
Yes.
I don't think he will.
He went up against Molecule Man and stuff. Guys like that.
Oh
like,
my God, this guy's naming Parker
No,
naming these Bamas.
What you talking about? He goes like his power level is way higher than these guys that you're
Not
naming.
like this,
Way
Parker.
higher. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So yeah, if you really go and commonly look at or say what he did, he went up against World War Hulk and stuff, right? Banging out there, right? I'm for. You know what I'm saying? Mess for up. That's what I'm saying. His power level is higher than these guys that you're naming in New York City, though, right? You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna
Get your
save
brothers
this
and come here,
Sentry
please.
guy probably to go against, probably helping to fight against Doom, because Doom is like another level as well.
Oh, okay, Doom. All right, so
I feel like Thor is trash though. As
what?
Because even his own son is more powerful than him. I think.
Well, okay, well, all right, hold on. Let's keep it to the MCU because that's kind of how they're basing this stuff here. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if there was a villain that was given, where the hell's Captain Marvel? She came her ass out of the clouds before, and hell, Thanos' arm, and where's Fury at? Fury doesn't have a dossier on this dude. He knows everything. No, what the hell are we doing?
Sword station in space.
Oh man!
All these guys that come back, Avengers Doomsday. That's where you can see all these other characters.
So
you see with the chairs and stuff too. So yeah.
So you telling me Luke? You telling me Luke Cage couldn't have made a difference?
Nope.
Well, he's invulnerable.
Shit, me.
Come on, man.
Invulnerable. Hey, man. Now when that dude hit you like of a million exploding suns. Come on now, Rick.
I think Miles Morales will give this nigga a problem. All right, Levon, steer the ship real quick.
All right, so let's talk about this. Did anyone else want to give their thoughts on movie or no?
We just said steer the ship. I guess nobody knows. Yeah,
I guess. Let's talk about this Clayface. I guess. The movie has a filming start date of October 1st, 2025. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Do we know the director? Do we know the director and the cast?
Flanagan? Is it Flanagan or somebody? Who's somebody's doing it?
Mike Flanagan, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
Wait. Hold up. Let me take it back. James Watkins is directing this.
Okay, so he must have wrote the script then, Flanagan, I guess.
Yeah, Flanagan wrote the script. Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna be a horror, DCU horror. So, yeah.
And the film is budgeted at $40 million.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be successful for James Gunn and crew.
All right. Anyone is interested in a Clayface movie? No. Let's wait and see. How are we feeling about this?
I would like to see how they're gonna pull this off with a low budget of 41 mil, because Captain America had what, 100 million? I forgot what that budget was. Rick not here. Let me see. Captain America budget.
No, I'm here. See, Clayface. If Clayface is a true horror movie, horror movies don't have big budgets. I mean, listen, nobody besides the fucking Wolfman. I think that was like Let me make sure. Yeah, the Wolfman. Hold on. That probably. Let's see. The Wolfman.
180. Okay, Captain America was 180 budget.
All right. So the Wolfman. The one with Anthony Hopkins. That one was 100. Bro, I think they had the biggest. I ain't never seen a horror movie with $150 million budget. $150 million. Oh my God, that has to be the biggest. And I'm just gonna Google this because, just for time's sake, let's see. What is the largest?
You look at that, Rick.
What is the largest budget for a horror movie? All right, we're gonna find out.
What you
right
said,
now.
Parker? Go ahead, Parker.
Holy shit! World War Z. Well, World War Z has it for 190 million.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this though.
Christ.
Regardless of Warner Brothers now, what they're doing, they're not putting a whole lot of big budget bank behind the movies, right? They try to be more resourceful, economical.
Well, that worked with the first Joker, and then they took the money from that, and somebody got hyped off the sauce and made a bet. But and then they turned it to a musical. Now,
well, hold on, Parker. I heard Superman's like over 200 to 300.
That's all fabrication. So
it's gonna come out sooner or later.
Well, why do you say it's fabrication though, Parker?
It hasn't been proven to be true.
Okay.
So, I'm just saying. You say
for the robots and all. No, I'm just saying that's what I heard.
Okay, okay.
I'm not saying DC came out and said it. I'm saying that's what I heard.
I mean, okay. Well, what I heard, one thing I do know, James Gunn has debunked all these high-priced rumors of the budget. So I'm gonna take what he said though. Until we get more concrete evidence to prove it to be a high budget, then I'm assuming there's not a high budget.
Well, just like you didn't want to believe that Marathon was $40.
But where's the price of it though? They have not released a price for it yet. To be fair, so okay, next. And so like again, so I don't go by rumors until something becomes factual.
Wait, hold on, Parker. We do a show every Monday based on rumors. What are you talking about?
No, but he just asked me a question though, so it's not gonna be probably I don't think it's gonna be in high 200s, right?
What?
So based on what you saw, Parker, what do you think the budget is based on what you saw so far?
At the most, the budget might be. If I say the highest, the budget probably would be, if I had to pick a real high number, maybe 200. More likely 160 to 180.
Okay.
A Superman movie? No way, dude. No.
It'll have over the top crazy CGI in the movie.
Oh, we know that. We saw that wig, and it's just we know that.
And actually, he made those robots. The robots actually created. That's not actually CGI. Those actual robots and stuff that he used, though.
Well, look,
CGI is not often. All
right, I'm gonna put this on the film. So some people are saying that it's $363.8 million. It's the budget. Listen, here's they're saying. They said the film was awarded over $11 million through the state's tax credit program, based on a $37 million spend in the state out of the film's reported total budget of $363.8 million.
They debunked that though.
Yeah, well, hold on. Gunn disputed the accuracy of this budget. Now, hold on, Parker. Just because he disputed the accuracy of 363 doesn't mean that it's lower than that. It could actually be higher than that. He just disputed it.
No, he said, I wish I had anywhere near close to that, but that's what he said. So, no, it's incorrect. Wrong. Try again. Thank you very much.
Which would have made it one of the most expensive superhero movies ever made.
Nah, I know. I probably don't got the best vision, but I can look at it and tell that movie, that budget, those screened over 363.8 million. I mean, a lot of people could look at that, So, no, I disagree with all of that. Until someone's proven to be factual, then I agree with it. Until then, it's just rumors. Someone try to get clicks and views, and when a guy says that's not true, it debunks it countless times. Then I don't believe in such folly and nonsense.
Now, the Penguin series, right?
That motherfucker said folly.
Now, the Penguin series. Remember that series?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that Penguin series. It was $135 million to film that series.
Okay.
Wouldn't you think that's just being a series, and you're paying people for 10 episodes, whatever. That
Money,
Superman,
you got crazy feedback, money.
that wouldn't you think that Superman movie will be at least double that 135 because it's a
No.
motion picture?
Nope.
You wouldn't think that.
No.
Now, what would you say is the average cost of a comic book movie, Parker?
It depends on a comic book movie. You might get some that might be under 200 million, right?
What's the average cost of a
God.
What's the average cost of a Superman movie?
What's the average what?
There's been a couple. Cost of a Superman movie.
Well, Man of Steel I think cost like 280.
No, it was like 225. We talk just the production of it. And if you want to add advertise something different, but I think it was like at least 225.
Okay. Well, Man of Steel was 258. All right.
Say 258, right?
All right.
Say 258.
Okay. All right. Anyway, regardless. And
225 to 258.
Okay, well, we'll say 258 because you guess what? You could turn it down, but you can't turn it up. You say 258. That's what you do. So anyway, you say 258. Now, I've seen a lot of marketing for this new Superman movie, tons of it. So what would you guess that the marketing budget? It's more than Sinners, and we know Sinners' marketing budget was at least $100 million.
I mean, I don't know.
No, Sinners was 45.
The marketing budget?
Yeah.
Let me break it down to not necessarily marketing for the movie. I think more so the merchandise and stuff they was putting out though. Like, and that was other different companies and stuff. For Todd McFarlane.
Parker, hold on, Parker. When you go to the movies, they show the trailer every movie.
I mean, but that's like standard though. It's not out of the norm. Like we say, super high. They didn't broadcast music at the Super Bowl, right? So okay, they didn't spend a whole lot of money on that. But as far as merchandising, they've been rolling that out. But like, as far as marketing the movie crazy, like spending extra, I don't know what they're doing on that because that didn't really roll out like crazy yet. So I don't know what the marketing is, but I think what Warner Brothers is doing now, they're not overspending budget wise, especially on the comic book movies and stuff like that, right? They're not doing that. So it's going to be a fairly reasonable budget for Superman and other these DCU movies coming forward.
Man.
So yeah.
All I'm saying is with inflation and all of that stuff, I just find it hard to believe that movie's going to come in at less than like $250 million.
I disagree with that, but okay. All right.
I just don't.
I don't think they're gonna put $250 million budget for production.
Well, but hold on,
movie,
Parker.
250, so.
Parker, see what you're saying. I think you're a little off because 250 is what today's money is. Yesterday's money might have been 125, but that 125 is now probably like 250 today. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it'll be that though. I'm looking at the most. It'll probably be production value. The most. 200 million to produce the movie at the highest probably. I don't think they're gonna go. It's gonna be a certain budget where they're allowed to make this movie. They're not gonna go over that though. That's why I'm saying that.
Levon, it's time for that sound. It's time for that sound, Levon. Levon, come on, man. We need it.
No one has yet to put any sound reason why this
so no, Levon. Parker's saying that Superman's coming in under 200 million. What say you?
Of what? The budget? Or
the budget.
The
budget. The budget.
We know it's less than Man of Steel though, for sure.
Yeah, right. They try to put like a high budget on Superman.
It's high for what Man of Steel was budget wise.
I'll go with the highest I would say will be 200 million, and I'm being extra generous and throwing an extra million on there. I would say that would be the most.
Hold on.
But probably coming lower.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, I say 165 to 180 though. Really, but I pick a number between there.
All right, I would say 180 because I would think that Superman to me, from what I've seen, looks kind of like Thunderbolts, and Thunderbolts was 180.
So I say 195 only because I heard that they was doing extra reshoots. I'm not bashing the movie. I'm just
SpaghettiOs.
Who else? 22.
What's up, What's up, bro?
I said, who else? Wait, listen.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Nah, I gotta. I don't think it was on reshoots after reshoots after reshoots like
Listen.
Captain America: Brave New World.
Hey,
Sergeant.
Here you go. Don't mess with Cal. You know, don't mess with Cal. Yo, Kal-El ain't gonna like that. Don't mess with Cal.
No, I'm just saying. Hold on. I'm gonna just listen.
Oh shit!
Wait a minute, hold up. I don't think when you like a lot of it was a whole lot of reshoots and stuff where they had to keep doing a certain scene over. It's not that though. It's some other thing. So
I heard people had. I heard test audience have issues with the movie, and that's where some of the reshoots came in. That's why I said multiple reshoots. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to bash the movie. I want it to do good. But it sounds like
listen, a reshoot isn't a bad thing if you got enough time to reshoot.
Right.
Do it. I mean, as long as they don't end up like, look. I know that. My point is, I would rather you do that early, get your reshoot. You don't want to be in an Aquaman situation, right? Or that Wonder Woman. Remember, Rick, when they started doing reshoots at the late game?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to be in a situation where you start doing reshoots like late.
It finished film up a while back, so
we see what happened to that Aquaman, right? With the girl after later on with the whole court.
Amber Heard. I'm talking about Amber Heard.
Yeah, Amber Heard. They had to rush and do a bunch of
reshoots. So it's not that though.
It was a disaster. But I'm just saying, but you would rather do your screen and get the criticism to fix it now, like while you have all the time in the world.
I don't mind screenings, whether it's good or bad. It's getting the feedback from something. So that's why I don't necessarily don't worry about all of that, those screen stuff like that. But what I'm gonna say about it, James Gunn knows what he's doing, right? He knew what he was doing. He was over at Marvel, right? And I'm pretty sure DC gave him the money. And
wait, say that again.
What?
You said James Gunn knows what he's doing.
Gonna be a dud, bro. That's gonna be.
Hold on, Money. Say it again, Money. No, Rick cut you off. Say it again, Money.
I say everybody know that Superman is gonna be a fucking dud.
Wow. Okay. He's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion.
That is blasphemy. Don't make us.
I mean, that's like, Superman's gonna be a flop.
Parker, what do you want to put big money on? Parker, what do you want to put?
It doesn't matter though, because it has no credence. If he thinks that Superman's gonna be a flop, basically,
where do you want to put big money on the Parker? What do you want to put big money in? Should we put him on the top of the list?
Oh, there's a list.
There's a list. There's a list.
At this point, it doesn't matter, right? Because I'm looking at.
It's too late to apologize.
Max,
it's too late.
You gotta start next to your name on the list.
No, hold on.
I didn't do shit. Ain't my fault it flopped.
Look at the last Thriller chapter.
Wait, what does it say? It says, because this is Thriller. He said no trailer, no hype for Superman.
No, not that one.
He said this thing is supposed to be released in about a month. Why are there no trailers or advertising? Because it's a flop. Ooh.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to Thriller Ali.
Damn.
Delay Superman. Hold on, let me get back.
Wait, hold on. Swordfish. Wait, hold on. Parker, Swordfish is the most neutral guy here. He thinks it looks bad too.
All right, how about Swordfish get eaten by a piranha?
Oh man, I don't.
Now, back to Max said delay Superman. He should have delayed his rapping career.
Oh man, why are you always attacking Max?
What is going on?
What is going on? Parker's hurt. Parker is hurting right now, bro. Listen.
I like how the movie goes, though, right? Ain't that personal? But like you said, man,
yo, Max said delay it. Yo, Max said delay Superman. Jesus. Oh my God. Yo.
If I see like Captain America: Brave New World, whatever y'all think about that, did over 400 million, right, worldwide. Right now, what's it over 160 million. Worldwide weekend, right? All together. So I have no doubt that Superman's going to do very well when it's all.
Why is that, Parker? Why do you compare Captain America to Superman, Parker?
No, I'm comparing. I look at the movie. In my opinion, I believe some of the movies gonna be better than that, and that did 400 million, right?
Yeah. Why are you comparing the two movies though? That's what
I'm looking at the superhero movie, right? I see maybe some actually consider the greatest movie, but still did 400 million at the box office, right? I know Superman. They could do over 400 million. I believe that to be so, right? You know,
hey, Rick.
and it will.
Yo.
Hey, Rick.
Yes, sir.
I can guarantee you. The weekend Superman come out, it's gonna be on the top of the chart for 1 week. The rest of the weeks, because the next week, the Dynasty
2 weeks after that, yeah.
2 weeks. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I give it 2 weeks. It might have 2 weekends after that.
And
that's over.
big money.
That's it.
Not really. It might have one, and then Jurassic Park could come back and take the number one.
I might have to personally fly out of Chicago. I'm tired.
Man, I like it. Like even Jesus' time, he had a Judas out there, right? He had the Pharisees, you know, supposed to be religious. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't worried about that, right?
We got Brave, we got Ricky Brown, we got Vaughn. Vaughn on top of the list. He got 2 stars, man.
That nigga just called me a Judas.
You got no Thriller Ali talking, right?
Oh man, he attacking. Yo, is Parker swinging on the whole room?
He's swinging on everything.
We gotta stop this, man.
Like you said, man, but like
they don't see the vision like we see the vision. Parker.
Here's the thing, though. Like, around 2 months. Hold on, around 2 months. Right now,
look at the last you said.
Whoa!
Damn, Parker.
You're getting too loud right now,
Yo, the chat eating Parker up, yo.
Yo, they are.
Speaking of James Gunn, I got an article. I got
you do?
Hold on. Let me read this article, brother. Let me read this article.
I mean, he's a Saints fan. He don't matter. He's a Saints fan.
Let me read this article about James.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Sergeant Rock. Sergeant Rock. Remember that project, Parker?
What is that?
Oh no, that's not. Okay, I actually have something on that as well. But go ahead.
What is that?
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Some army movie or something. Yeah. It's no longer moving forward, and it's to be reassessed at the end of this year and potentially get back off the ground for summer 2026 shoot. And there could be, you know, different actors. And there's no guaranteeing that Colin Farrell, you know, the guy that played the Penguin, would still be able to work on it and things of that nature. And that's if Sergeant Rock ends up being revived. So
okay. Oh, okay. So if it comes. If it don't, it don't. Okay, no biggie. Next.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So are we talking an issue with one of James Gunn's properties that he's working on? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, you can say that.
Actually, he's working on that. The only project he's he worked on.
Well, to that I say.
Hold on. Okay. Superman and Peacemaker season.
And those are the projects that he's personally working on?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, personally.
Okay.
All right, well, personally, I want to read what Laughing is the Cure says. He says, what are the projections for Superman? I'd like to know from the panel.
The projection from me is like 700 million better, baby, worldwide.
Bro, are you on crack? Why you think that movie's gonna make $700 million?
Rick,
yes, I do.
You know what? I know he's gonna call me a Judas, but if it didn't have Jurassic Park and Fantastic Four in the same month, I think that movie could finish at 7.
Hey, and if my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle.
I knew he was one of them.
See what I'm saying? I'm trying to be objective here. You see that? You see?
No. Here's the
Hold on, let me say this last right quick, Parker. Lav, I think I've been saying this from the beginning.
Oh shit.
That first weekend, you gonna know what's gonna happen to Superman. If it does under 100, if it does under 100 million, it's in trouble. Plain and simple. It's
I guarantee you, it's big
I'm
money.
not gonna say let's wait and see.
We didn't ask you.
Oh man. Bro,
you big money. I can guarantee you this so big money. You listen? Don't meet that mic now.
All right, so hey, hold up. Let's put up the. Hold up. Let's put up the. Let's put up the schedule.
When you see me on mute, I'm still listening. Parker is just I don't want the mic because it's my mic is messing up.
Yeah.
Go
But
ahead,
I'm saying, I'm guaranteeing it's gonna do over 100 million on the box office weekend when it comes out.
All right. So listen. So Spider-Man. So Superman comes out July 11th. How now? Will it make more money than this Zombies 4? Dawn of the Vampires? That's what's coming out too on the same day. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
I guarantee you it will.
I'm just kidding. That's on Disney Plus. All right. So on Friday, July 11th, Superman comes out. Okay. Now on the 18th, I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot and the Smurfs come out that next week, bruh. Bruh.
Crucifixion time.
Crucifixion to what? Superman? False God? Bro, he's going down.
Both those no, you want him to go down,
bro,
but it's not.
Parker. Hold on a second, Parker. Now listen here. Put your thinking cap on. Take your cape off and don't let it get in the toilet when you sit down and use the bathroom. So take your cape off here. I want Parker. You really think that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, let me explain it to you. No, because you're being only a fool jumps into answering. All I'm saying is you have July 11th. We'll go up here is when Superman comes out. 1 week later, I Know What You Did Last Summer, a date movie where a man is going to take his... Okay. Hold on. I'm not done yet. So that's a date movie. So we know some of that audience ain't going to see Superman because they got to take their lady to go see these scary movies. And on top of that, guys like myself who have a family, if you had little kids, you're going to see the Smurfs. I don't think Superman's not
wiggly blue creatures.
Bro, I think the Smurfs win the second week. I think
believe so.
I think the Smurfs win. I don't know, man. You got Rihanna in there. You got Kurt Russell. Uh-oh.
Listen here, far too long. Marvel has been operating with impunity far too long. They didn't have no comic book competition. So I'm glad that the Fantastic Four is coming out the same month as Superman.
Parker.
I would wonder any other way.
But Parker, hold up.
There is no competition.
Dark Knight come out around the same time as the first Iron Man? What do you mean? Like the Dark Knight movies? Because I know Batman. What was it? The Batman Begins. Didn't that come out in like 05?
05. Yeah, came out 05.
No, but that was on Christmas though, right? Towards Christmas. That was a Christmas.
Okay,
movie.
but you said that they didn't have nothing around it. No,
I'm talking about this year. Marvel. Captain America and Thunderbolts. They didn't have no other comic.
You said for far too long. Your comment was far too long, Parker. So I'm just
for far too long. They have been operating.
Yo, look what Thriller Ali wrote. Yeah, look what Thriller Ali wrote. Hold on, look what he wrote. Look what he wrote. He said, with no China, release guarantee, Parker gonna be punching the air like Cuba did in Boys in the Hood. Man.
Also, but I got something for this nondescript Bama. In the chat.
Oh man.
Also, even if China doesn't come to play, we still got the UK. So let's look. Hold it now, Rick. If you don't,
it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm telling you, that UK not enough.
That's a good point. What Thriller Lee made. So would you amend your number, Parker, with the 700 if China's not?
I will not. Listen, man.
Oh shit. Parker's that confident. Okay.
Like my man Shotty say, Tradeway doesn't fold.
Oh, okay. Parker's confident, so
he is.
That's what I'm saying. So no, it's gonna get that 700 million. I'm telling you, right? To me, it's gonna do better than Brave New World. They did 400 million.
Parker, why you always bring up Brave New World?
No, because I'm bringing up a comic book movie though, right? If I believe it's gonna be better than that, they did 400 million. I definitely can see Superman doing 700 million.
You think it do better than Thunderbolts?
You can't help yourself kicking a black man.
I can't help you. Hold on, I'm not kicking a black man. He was the only black character in the movie, though.
You always bring up that movie for a particular reason.
Do you think it do better than? You think it do better than Thunderbolts?
Oh yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Me saying 700 million is not out the realm of.
Bro, that's a lot, bro. Man of Steel. Bro, Man of Steel didn't even do freaking 700.
It did 660 though.
So it's not 700. And that had a Chinese box office.
Hey man, but you know,
man. Parker, I think you're going down, bro. Pause.
I don't think so. It's gonna be 700 million. I know a lot of people, guys like Max City, Thriller Ali, all the other jabronis don't want to do that 700. It doesn't want to be successful.
Oh,
they say, we want DC to get. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Parker, finish what you were saying.
No,
and I'll ask
that's
my
all I'm
question.
saying though. So it's not that Superman can't do it; it's people don't want it to do it. So come to a better informed discussion why I won't do it.
Wait a minute.
You
You think we conspired for the Superman movie to not do well? Is that what you're thinking here?
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I can't tell.
Oh,
right? Man. You know, you ain't give me no reason why you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Nigga, the Smurfs! Nigga!
What?
The Smurfs! I know what you did last summer.
What about them?
Oh, man.
So let me ask you a question, Rick.
Yes, sir.
Because of the tariff's supposed to kick in around July 3rd or 2nd, something like that. But that's when Jurassic is also supposed to be dropping in the movies. Do you think Jurassic would hit $1 billion without China?
Yes.
You think so? Wow.
Yeah, wow. I do.
No, but I don't think it would. But wow, okay.
But the point is, China didn't say they wouldn't allow U.S. movies. They said they would limit certain movies.
They love dinosaurs in China, bro. They'll let that movie in by any means.
I don't know, man, because you already know what's going on with the war. So I don't know if it's a definite with that. And I don't want to mention nobody, so I'm gonna just say the wars.
Well, here's what I see. Performance here, domestic. So in Japan, Jurassic Park: Lost World did 97 million.
Go to China, not Japan.
Well, wait. I'm about to say, can
you it's a big market for movies as well.
Yeah, Japan, bro. That's 80-something million in Japan. That's huge.
Yeah.
We're talking about China.
United Kingdom.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm looking for it. Let me see. Damn. Wow. It didn't even come. Oh no, that was a re-release in Australia.
Okay.
Hold on.
What movie are you looking for, Rick?
This is Jurassic Park. Hold on.
And you looking at what region?
I'm trying to find China. China. Trying to find China. Let's see. China.
We'll find out soon enough anyway, though. July be here in no time, baby.
That's a fact.
Baby.
We got 2 months, Parker. 2 months from now, we're gonna get to see
So yeah, it'll definitely. Because check it out. In China, Jurassic Park: World Dominion, it did 114 million. It said this represents 15% of the films. Yeah, it only was 15%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 15%. Yeah.
And what was the total budget though? Not the budget. I'm sorry, the box office.
The box, because actually that was and the reason why I picked that one because that was the lowest performing Jurassic Park, in China. So it did. You want the final numbers on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Jurassic Park: World Dominion. Let's see here. What do we have here? And that was the bad one. World Dominion. Oh, that was awful. It did 1.004 billion. So would it be 9 and change? Well, eight and change. Again, that's a bad movie. That's 8 and change, 800 and something, but with a bad movie. But here's the problem with Jurassic Park. What do you think the budget is on those movies? Take a guess at what this Old Dominion Jurassic Park cost. And
like 250?
584 million.
Oh man, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, and it's
dinosaurs don't come cheap.
It's Star-Lord, bro. Him too. Remember, he's considered a box office fucking guy now, and Jeff Goldblum.
Black Widow in it, so
Jeff Goldblum too. He's gonna carry a big price tag on him. So, but yeah, that's god dang. It still did $1 billion. Still did $1 billion. Man, I can't believe that movie did $1 billion. That was the worst one. So Fallen Kingdom, let's see what that did. So I know that did better. So Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom did 1.31 billion. The budget for that, 432 million. These damn things cost a lot of money. My God. I don't know if these movies are profitable. You know what? They sell a lot of toys.
If they keep making it, it's damn sure.
Well,
what you saying?
I forgot. Well, the reason why, because I said that is because even though you make 3 times, the movie is profitable, but not through the theaters. I think it's profitable through Blu-rays and toys. Because, bro, if you got to spend $432 million to make $1.31 billion, remember that 432? That's not including the marketing, bro. That's expensive. That's very expensive, and everybody's got their hand in there too. You know, Steven Spielberg is going to try to get his executive credits because he was there for the first one. And everybody is eating off of this shit. Yeah. Production companies, Universal, Amblin, which is Steven Spielberg's place, Legendary Pictures, the Kennedy Marshall Company, Perfect World Pictures. Everybody's eating off of Jurassic. Holy shit. Bro. Yeah, man. Everybody eats off of that. That's a complicated arithmetic to figure out who's getting paid. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. So I tell you what, if Scarlett Johansson don't make at least $1 billion, they're gonna fire her ass. They'll get her up out of there. They gotta hit that one. I think every Jurassic Park has hit $1 billion. I think even part 3 did. Let me see. Let's see. And I think Jurassic Park 3 is the lowest grossing one.
I'll be honest with you. This year, just like gaming in the movie section, is pretty stacked, man. So I'm excited for this year's movies, man. All of them.
The lowest Jurassic Park was Jurassic Park 3. And that one, it only did $368 million, but it only cost $93 million to make.
Oh.
Yeah, bro, them other Jurassic Park, they ain't really making no margin, bro. Bro, this costs $500 million to make. Fuck. Man, I didn't know they cost that much. Holy shit. I'm in the wrong damn business. I'm gonna start trying to grow some damn dinosaurs in the backyard. Alright. Shit balls. Alright, Levon, what do you got? Are you still there?
Pretty much Ryan Reynolds thinking about
Yeah, he went out. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. It's a 3 or 4 X-Men. Now, I thought Ryan Reynolds said that he didn't want to be Deadpool to be in the X-Men movie. He said it would take away from it or something. Didn't he?
It'll be inside the MCU universe. Whatever. He's just been exploring ideas for what a new movie featuring Deadpool could look like.
So he's writing the movie. So yeah, it looks like he's written by Ryan Reynolds. Well, you know they're not gonna give him the good X-Men. That was one of the jokes that he made when in Deadpool 2. He was like, "Oh man, Fox can only afford a few X-Men." He said, "That's it." So that was
no, but you know what? They gave him one of the best X-Men, Rick. So you can't really say that anymore.
They gave him Cyclops.
Yeah, they did give him Cyclops. If you want to say that.
Yeah, he's the best X-Men.
I'm talking about Wolverine. You know who exactly I'm talking about. And look what he did with that. So, and technically, yes, they did give him Cyclops. They gave him Professor X in the second Deadpool. There's a scene when they're in the X-Men. Excuse me. There's a scene when they're in the X-Mansion.
When he turned his back and they're all standing there.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yeah, I remember that part. But I think wouldn't Cyclops be considered the best X-Men? I mean, he never.
Why? Because he's the leader? No.
Well, not because he's just the leader. It's because he never goes off course of what Professor wants ever. Like he listens to him to the end.
That's what he is.
Oh yeah, he's fucking Scott Summers.
You're a dude, boy.
Hey man.
Cyclops though.
Huh?
Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops is he's a problem, bro.
No, he not a problem because he made some other man come push up on his girl, man. That's some punk shit.
Yeah, but that's because Xavier won't let him, man. He can hit him with that optic blast.
Rick, somebody you working somewhere with your lady, and then some other guy come push up on your lady. You think your man is gonna tell you, yo, let it rock?
Listen,
what you talking about?
Well, some people are lovers, not fighters. What the hell do you want from me? That
don't make any sense. That's his lady.
I'll tell you one thing though. Except if Cyclops really let loose,
Oh,
he could blow a hole through a mutant with those octopus blasts.
Yeah, he can. 100%. He can. They said he can blow the top off of the Grand Canyon or some shit. That's how strong his optic blast is.
All that, though. You see what Wolverine could do with them claws, though.
Well, seeing as though that he can hit him like 3 miles away, yeah, I would give the advantage to Cyclops. Because
I don't know about that. My man regenerates, so
yeah, but okay, hold on. It's not like he regenerates on the top of a dime. It takes some time, bro.
Shit, even the Phoenix was hurting Wolverine in X-Men 3, and you see how he was regenerating.
Yeah, but she kind of liked him. So, but if Scott's mad enough,
oh man, you always try to give somebody an out.
Bro, if Scott's mad enough, he can blow Cyclops. He can blow Wolverine in half.
Yeah, he could try.
He could.
Wolverine was the only one that can get near though, because he's the only one with ability to regenerate.
That's what I'm trying to tell this.
I'm trying to tell you, like Parker just said, you ain't not gonna school. If Cyclops ever let loose and hit Wolverine with the optic blast, he will blow him in fucking half. That's a fact.
You know Jean Grey is a problem, right? Right?
I'm trying to tell you, y'all niggas is underestimating this optic fucking blast.
But we're not underestimating. You're still missing the biggest piece is his adamantium. I mean, like
he's not gonna get close to him though. He's gonna hit him with the.
Did you see?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. It's one of those fights. Cyclops has to keep the distance because
yes,
that's the only thing he can do.
Close range, he'd be in trouble though. Obviously.
Yeah, he gets it. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all forget that this nigga could go berserk mode, and then that's it for this nigga, man. I don't know, Rick. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but Wolverine was the only one that could get close to Jean. Although Jean was holding back, but still, Wolverine was the only one because he's the one with the the healing factor.
She disintegrated Professor X right there, just like it was nothing. Like, come on, man.
Only reason why Wolverine probably wouldn't kill Cyclops is probably because of the strength of Jean Grey. So yeah.
You mean his love for Jean Grey? That's what you mean.
Well, on the strength of Jean Grey, because there wouldn't be no coming back from that though. She'll probably resent him or hate him forever. That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
I think he clapped them cheeks, man, because they have some like weird tension. They clap them cheeks, man. I'm telling you that.
Okay, that's kind of weird, but okay.
What's weird about it, nigga? He loves Shorty. I don't know why, but he loves Shorty.
Yeah, he like sometimes guys. He loves it one day.
Listen. The reason why y'all don't see Cyclops blowing people in pieces is because first of all he sets his what's the name to low setting. Because you just said he's a yes-do man or whatever. Because Professor don't want him killing people. He can fucking kill you with that optic blast. That shit is strong as hell, bro. You just see the little... Bro, without even looking, when Toad snatched the glasses, he blew a roof into the fucking what's-the-name without even trying. Boom! Blew a hole through the whole shit. That optic blast is fucking dangerous. All I'm saying is, Wolverine ain't all adamantium. He's got skin and all that other shit. That optic blast will knock all that shit off.
Look, I'll tell you right now. Other than
they be walking around like the Terminator and shit.
Best X-Men other than Jean Grey, Storm, Omega level mutant. Yeah,
best X-Men. Be like a guy right now. Yeah, Storm. Yeah, definitely. I take Storm.
Storm. Nah.
And be back in. Probably, I don't know what he's doing with this. Okay, it was a character called Xmen. Like he might be powerful. I don't know how powerful they still got him around and whatever. So he was pretty powerful in his own right. So.
Matter of fact, they have they had a picture here. I want y'all to see this shit. Hold on, it's got Wolverine getting fucking his shit. Look, it's getting burned off of him by fucking Cyclops' optic blast. See what happens when he gets closer to him. Look,
man, still standing.
He's all bones. Yeah, but he's all bones. So
he about to take that.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be close enough.
What you mean? You can literally see he's getting closer to
him. That's all right. He just hop into the freaking Blackbird.
No legs.
Oh yeah. So he melted
Wolverine.
Yeah, he did the Wolverine.
What all I'm trying to say is that if Cyclops lets loose, he could do some real damage, though, right? And you see it right there. Whether it beat Wolverine in a fight, I don't know. I probably would still have to favor Wolverine in a fight just because of his fighting ability and stuff, whatever. And but
yeah, they gotta. Yeah, I'm more likely to pick Wolverine, because we're talking about like there's a couple of things I gotta take into consideration though, like that Wolverine, his ability to regenerate and heal, like I mean, and they
Yeah,
fight
but he
is
is
gonna be
messing them up.
hard for
Yeah,
Cyclops,
but yeah,
bro.
Cyclops, he'll just keep. Wolverine probably keep coming, but like, Cyclops
And
won't be no pushover
and that's
though.
the problem. Yeah, but he's not. But I'm saying like, and that's the problem. Like, it's the fact that Wolverine would keep charging at him. The Cyclops
But
at some point, it's like you can only make but few errors, right? Because the moment you mess up, like that might be that's it for you. And you gotta worry about getting fatigue and all that other shit too.
I have to read it more on Cyclops. See if he has any newer powers. Anything
No,
how what Marvel
he
do.
has the same ability, but obviously we know that his ability come from his eyes is like a windows to a different dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, like a different dimension. Like so, I mean, his concussion's black. I don't know. Does it even actually melt? I mean, I guess
It could. It's
Well,
heat.
and that P-Chain's melting that adamantium away.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
He
Let me
can
ask
make
you-
it.
Or at least a skeleton.
Yeah, it melts. It melts it away.
Two things. One,
It's hot.
One, it doesn't have to melt. He can make it melt. Like there's different degrees of it, because he can hit average person with it, and it won't do anything. It'll just
And he
knock 'em
can
out.
and he can make it bounce off of surfaces too. Like there's other ways he can do it.
Right.
Like he could hit a wall, have it bounce off, hit you in the back and shit. Like
The only person he can't hurt with those optic blasts.
it's his brother. His brother. Yeah, they.
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah.
going to ask about. What
he-
y'all think about Havoc?
He's resistant to they resistant to each other's powers because that's his that's his
Well,
brother.
the powers come from his hands and stuff. So yeah, that's even leaving
Now
too, but
now
he
is he
can hurt his
resistant to his son's what's the name?
I'm not sure.
His son's
Cable?
yeah, Cable. Is he resistant to Cable shit?
Or Strife? Which one? Because Strife
Cable. Ain't nobody. Strife.
was a clone.
Listen, let's put Strife on the bench.
So
Talking about
I
Cable.
don't know about that though, but yeah, but like and stuff. So yeah, Cyclops. So yeah, I like to see him do something more like. He always been like a leader or a part of the X-Men. I like to see him give him his own little ongoing thing. I remember the miniseries him and Jean Grey had back in the '90s, but I like to see him do something more with the like a miniseries. But I probably have to brush up on the X-Men with see what's going on with Cyclops though.
I hope they make him OP'd in that Sony game, yo. That'll be the character I pick. Scott Summers.
Oh, he'll be the perfect range character though, right?
Oh yeah.
He'll be.
All right, now Le'Veon,
Yeah,
you had something on Liv Morgan playing something. Did you?
Yeah. It was like questioning like whether she's joining the MCU, but
Nah,
that's not
who's
the
that?
case.
No, she's not
Who's
going to
that?
join it.
Liv Morgan, the WWE superstar or whatever.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with wrestling anymore. So.
She's starting in this movie called Neon Bad Lieutenant Tokyo. Yeah, that's the movie that she's in.
I will say this though. Now, Rick, one character I think Liv Morgan probably could pull off. I think maybe like a Harley Quinn in the DCU.
But they already got their Harley Quinn though, Parker.
Who? No, well, I don't know if she's still doing.
What you
Harley
mean? Who?
Harley.
Margot Robbie.
Margaret, but I don't know if she's still. I don't know if she's still doing it.
Margaret still got that role.
That's a popular character. I don't think they're gonna let her.
Liv Morgan. No, but I'm saying I think Liv Morgan could pull up a Harley Quinn though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Von's right because since Wolverine's getting his own game, you probably will play mostly as Cyclops in that X-Men game. I always like Cyclops. Matter of fact, I liked him because he had the freaking Dragon Punch in the fighting games. He called it a gene splice or whatever it was.
They probably ran out of moves to give him.
Yeah, they did. He had the freaking Dragon Punch.
A character I could play with
Gene
X-Men,
Splice.
I would. One would be probably cool.
Optic Blast.
Would be cool. Obviously, Storm.
Or Nightcrawler. You could teleport and shit, different shit.
Or you get that girl with that real big sword, Magic.
Oh, Psylocke?
No, Magic. That's the one that got the real big sword.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunate. See,
Psylocke has side blades and stuff where like
Psylocke. Yo, how about Gambit? You get that fucking staff, start throwing them cards and shit at people. Yo, I'm about to go play that X-Men game I got for my Genesis, bro. I love that game. Man, yo, it's so many characters. Well, I would like to play as Professor Xavier too. Shit, be in that wheelchair.
Or I can play Magneto. Probably one of the guys.
Oh man, this nigga here.
Magneto though, be honest, it's because it's like so much.
Oh no, definitely Magneto.
Like control the electromagnetic.
Yeah, big facts, Parker.
Make the red suns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Make that. So yeah.
I like that. Big facts. Big facts. That'll be good. Yeah, Magneto will be fun too. Magneto.
You don't want to use Bishop? I think Bishop would be a dope character to use.
Colossus. Colossus would be fun to use.
I'll probably pass on Colossus.
I am mighty. I am Colossus. Yo.
I wouldn't mind playing with if they have Archangel up in there though.
Ah man, remember him in the remember him in the Sega one? You press a button, he come and he throw like some blades and he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Archangel. Yeah, so I didn't know. So Jean Grey's in that Wolverine game? Oh man,
you didn't know that?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Well, yeah.
I say nah. I don't want to look at the leak. That's why I stayed away from them.
I just hope with the X-Men game, if they have the Sentinel, them don't make no 5 feet, 6 feet Sentinels. Make them their regular height.
Oh, you're gonna like the game then? You're gonna like the game then, money.
Bruh, please. That's all I beg.
You're gonna
when
like
I
the
seen
game.
that shit last time when they had for the Sentinels, I was like, no. The ones they had in the movie, I didn't like them. The one they had in the
Beast
movie.
is gonna be in it though. Like Beast one of the OG X-Men and stuff.
Oh yeah, Beast. He should be mad agile.
Oh yeah. What about Iceman as well though? That could be crazy.
Oh yeah, Iceman. Yep. Yeah,
I know. You see what I guarantee you when that game comes, you're gonna have maybe 6 playable, and then all the rest of them you're gonna have to pay for. Watch what I tell you.
Or big money, you can buy the Ultimate Edition where you get all the characters at a discount.
But also it's gonna be a multiplayer, so that's cool.
You think it'll be? I don't think it'll be multiplayer. I don't think.
I believe that's what it said though in that what's called multiplayer.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it'll be anything. It'll be like Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, I won't do that. I'll guarantee it's gonna be multiplayer though, right? And I think it's supposed to be on PC, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's coming day and date on PC.
But that's like years away anyway.
Well, only 5 more years. Only 5 years.
That's like 5 years away.
It's all right. It's 5 years away, bro. Hey, 5 years ain't nothing for you. You're young ass. Yeah, 5 years not that long.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, it's only 5 years, bro. Hey, 5 years.
Money, did you want to see the spoiler Sentinel concept art? I have it if you wanted to see.
No.
Okay.
It's upstairs. They didn't touch it. I put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I just checked it.
That's the same thing I was saying about the Fantastic Four when they said they was gonna have what's the dude's name? The big dude up in there.
You talking about
Bang?
Bang Grim?
Galactic?
Galactus.
I thought they was good last time. I was like, remember what they did? It was big. Like
oh shit! Ty, that woman is here.
Bro, I was so mad when they did that. I was like, oh my god.
Ty is late.
Yeah, Ty, what the hell?
Late woman.
Big facts. Ty, come in here all late and shit.
Probably was drinking that wine.
Ty, you working late? Ty, what the hell you doing working this late? Anyway, we give you a cheer. Ty, that woman's here. Yeah, she late though. Like, Ty, this past her bedtime. She got to get up early too.
All right, what's next, Layvon?
She said she's the boss.
She is.
We gotta talk about series.
Oh yeah. Did y'all watch the animated series? Did y'all watch the ARC animated series?
I don't know about the ARC animated.
I did. I thought it was it's basically like ARC the animated series.
Yeah, there's an animated series of ARC.
Why is that animated like
ARC? Listen, I gotta be honest with you. It was pretty. It was pretty.
Throwing out random animes out there?
No, somebody suggested it. Somebody suggested it. Bro, I don't know. Somebody suggested it in the chat, so we had to listen. Hey,
it was Emmanuel.
Yeah, hey, bro. If we don't listen to the chat, we ain't got no show. We gotta listen to what they say. We have to. So, all right.
You should come up here and talk about it.
Well, listen.
Dropped the super chat that
yeah, he dropped.
He dropped a $10.
Yeah, nigga, he dropped a $10 super chat.
I already had too much about the ARC, the anime. Hey, we gotta watch. I'm just being honest with you, but off the video game, Paramount original. I don't even got Paramount, so
Yeah, he said right here. He said, "Glad I can watch the show tonight. I know this ain't the Watchtower." He said, "But have you watched Arc the animated series, Ricky Brown?" He said, "The games look mid, but the show is fire." Yeah, see, you know I could retract those super chats. So yeah, but it's cool. Listen, it is cool because they come. Basically, it's like people from different areas in time are getting sucked into like back where the dinosaurs and stuff were, and then they got this one dude that just wants to kill everything. And then he wants the girl to control the animals and stuff because she's like a paleontologist, so she knows how the animals like react and shit. So he wants her to help him train these damn Tyrannosaurus. And then one of the guys, she was telling him, she's like, "Yo, the Tyrannosaurus will be bigger if you kept them in whatever house you kept them or whatever." You know how in real life lizards are like real different. Like if you get a big enclosement, it'll get bigger. You got a smaller one, they'll stay smaller, like a turtle and shit. You know, you.
Hey Todd, nothing really. We were just talking about Xmen. Nothing happened to him.
Yeah, we just talk about it. They got an Xmen game coming out on PlayStation.
It's like 5 years away.
Shut up, nigga! You the youngest person up here. You'll be alive when it come out. You know, and you say, bro, ain't this something? 5 years from now, he still won't even be able to run for president. Little young ass nigga. Hey, Avon, get the bill. Tie that woman.
All right. Thank you, Ty. For the $10. I'm late, but I'm still awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for the $10. Thank you.
Now, nobody else watched this series? You guys are fucking pitiful. Now, we got one. I really can't believe that nobody watched this. I'm going to watch one more. I'm going to watch one episode before I go to bed tonight. Now, they are long. They're almost an hour long. But guess who's the executive?
Yeah,
guess who's the executive producer of this thing?
Who?
I am Groot. yeah. Yep, I knew I saw his name. I said Vin Diesel at the end credits. I said, well, damn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ty, it works both ways, Ty. I asked y'all to watch something, and then Emmanuel A1 wanted me to watch Arc the animated series. We're needing new series to watch because this Last of Us is getting terrible. So I'm ready to get the hell up out of here with that. But this Arc is new. I like it. We like Banshee, not just because of the heavies, but we liked it. So, see, Ty.
Wait a minute. I told you last week that Andor that came out.
Yeah.
Don't seem like y'all.
No. I'm a Star Wars guy. Andor's fine, but I think somebody suggested the Negan series just came out, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do yes.
I'll watch that.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Negan series. We're gonna do Last of Us.
When does that come on? What days does that come on?
I don't know. It's on AMC Plus. I get it through Amazon. I watch it.
You have to subscribe. It don't come on the regular.
If you have AMC, it'll come on AMC. I think at like 9 o'clock or so.
Yeah, I got regular cable.
Yeah, it'll come on. It'll come on then. You just gotta check your local listings.
Holy shit, Rick! I forgot the Knicks was playing. We tied at 0.6 seconds left. God damn.
Well, God bless you because your team is still relevant. My team lost. Now, so again, all those in the chat, those on the panel, we're doing Last of Us, Arc the animated series, the Negan Walking Dead series, and if somebody can come up with one more suggestion because we ain't been watching much. And I noticed that too. The less y'all have me watching, I'm putting hours and hours, and I put hours in Avowed. I put hours and hours of South of Midnight. And I was able to get my my hands on the marathon code, and I did about 7 hours of marathon. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I played it anyway. I had no idea what was going on. I think I finished with like $300 or something. It was, I don't know how that game's gonna do. I don't know. But hey, listen, I like the first episode. I think if y'all guys watched it, and girls, Ty, that woman's here. If you guys watch Arc the animated series, I think you would like it. I really think you would. I think you'll like it, and that's just no cap. I like it too. I mean, listen, am I still a big ass kid that likes dinosaurs? Yes, that's probably why. Now on to The Last of Us, and which is the last subject. Who watched The Last of Us this past Sunday?
I did.
Okay. Now, that be Mr. Levon. Can you mind telling me what you thought of it? What you thought worked? What you thought didn't work?
Jeffrey Wright's acting worked. He had a good performance.
Who?
Jeffrey Wright. You don't know Jeffrey Wright?
Wright, the guy
He was Gordon in the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
He played in this episode?
Yes.
You didn't watch it?
Yes.
Yeah, now we know you didn't watch it, Ricky.
Bro, I ain't gonna listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was going in and out. I woke up. I saw some particular. Listen, hold on. No, here's what I'm gonna tell you. What I saw. I saw a couple women walking in the streets asking what this particular flag was, and she said, "Oh, we don't know." And then I watched some girl stick her forearm out to get bitten, and then somebody pulled a strap out on her. I said, "Okay, this is getting a little interesting." And then the girl said she was pregnant and she put her hand down her pants. That's what I remember.
That's
seeing.
all you noticed, right?
Well, that and the fact that nobody's found Abby yet, and that I didn't see Tommy this episode. I saw Tommy's wife, I think.
You didn't see Tommy. You damn sure didn't watch it because they voted on them going.
No, that was the episode before they voted. That was the episode before.
Oh my God, Rick. Rick, that was this episode. What are you talking about?
No, wasn't this episode. They laughed. Remember the old man who called her that D word was the one that gave her the horse? That was last episode. Not this one. Not this one.
Oh my God. It's pitiful. It's painful to talk to you.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. What is Ty, what is you? I never heard of that. What is you?
She said,
you guys have you guys watched you?
Oh.
YOU.
Does it have heavies?
I have no idea.
I haven't heard of that guy.
Apparently, it's I just looked it up, a thriller show or something.
Jesus Christ, it's got 50 episodes. Hey, you know what? Let's watch one. Let's watch the first episode. Hey, it's about.
Hold on, Rick. But before you go, because I need to remind you. Obviously, you didn't watch the show, so
I did.
Basically, the show. No, you didn't. You really didn't. You saw some clip notes on YouTube trying to play it off like you watched it.
All right, if you say so.
Basically, it started out. She was having flashbacks of watching Joel. Ellie had flashbacks of Joel dying. They had to sedate her. Yada yada yada. 3 months passed.
No, I think you're on the one 2 weeks ago.
Nigga, that's
episode
3. What episode
no,
did we watch?
we're on episode 4, bro.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we're on episode 4. Yeah, it's you who's behind. Remember, you weren't here last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Then. My bad. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Isaac, Greg? What's your thoughts on?
Wait, hold on. What's that noise you make? What's that thing?
He's ruthless.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
He's ruthless. Because he said, put your hand out. Yeah. And I'm like, what you mean, put your hand out? What the hell's going on? And then, he took the pot.
Oh, yeah. Yo, how about that scene where Buddy put the grenades in the truck? And then, but, he took Buddy, because that's the one he was like, maybe I can use him as, like, my second in command. He was like, I'm going to take you. Pulled him out, killed the rest of them, and then you fast forward 13 years later or whatever, and man, he's still wreaking havoc, that bastard. Man.
Not Ty, he lying. He seen a picture of my girl. He's a maniac over here. Hey, I didn't even listen. Hey, Ty, like I sent him some money, and I didn't know my girl picture was on there. And he's like, big money. I seen your girl. I'm looking like, damn, what you? Oh my God,
that's what I said. I said your girl's got heavies. She's got heavies. That's all. Yeah, I just pointed them out. That's all. You got heavy.
I always been an ASS man, and I always been.
Really, you never like heavies?
Yeah. Yeah, and people asking me, what the fuck have you been with her for 25 years for? It was something else about my girl. She's just really cute. But I always been a ASS man, bro. I always been that. Always. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Oh, man, come on. I had to play it. Come on. I had to. All right. All right, fine. Anyway, so it's Tyson. I firmly believe I am to blame for his. Yes, yes. Put it this way. Ty, how long have I known you since you what 14, 13? Yeah. So you can put 2 and 2 together there. But anyway, what do you rate this Last of Us for this week? Even though Deuce was caught in the past, so let's get him up to speed. Somebody smarten him up here.
I was just telling you that the dude is ruthless. This was a solid 7.5. It wasn't nothing groundbreaking. I do not like how it seems like the series is 1 for 1. I mean, they changed little bits and pieces here and there, like they added the therapist and how Dina found out that Abby. Not Abby. I'm sorry, got Abby on the brain. How she found out Ellie got bitten and she was holding her at gunpoint. That's a change from the game. So I just don't like how it's 1 for 1 for everything. It's like I'm predicting most of the damn story.
See, Deuce, that's the problem. That's why everybody want them the series and the game to go separate ways. We need them to go separate ways.
Yes.
We need them to, because the people that play the game. We're getting like, okay, I already know what's going to happen. Yeah. You want to be surprised when you look at a series, so they really have to make a decision on what they're going to do. Because the people that know about the game, they know what's coming, and they're getting tired.
Yeah.
They're getting tired.
They're going to have to go down the other street, bro. They're going to have to.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't know how they're going to do that or what they're going to do.
Neil Druckmann dropped the ball because last year he does a podcast after every show, and last year one of the podcasts he said we're gonna explore the 5-year time gap, and now it's like no, he just changed his mind. I'm like, damn, that's if he would have did that, I think it would have been better because we wouldn't know what to expect.
Yeah, that's what I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I gave it a 7 out of the episode.
Hold on, Levan, but that shows his inexperience running a TV show. That shows his inexperience right there. So he should just be there to consult them. I know they let him direct. I think they let him direct like 2 or 3 episodes,
probably
last season. But that's his inexperience being messing with TV. He need to stick to what he know and just consult on the TV show. That's all he should do.
Yeah, you're right. It's almost too much to the game where you're like, it's almost. And I think that's why, like us guys that played the game, maybe that's why you're kind of losing a little bit of, you know, a little.
I'm hearing that from everybody that played the game. I'm hearing y'all say the same thing. Like, man.
Yeah, you're losing a little.
I know what's gonna happen, and y'all all doing the same thing.
Well, now, Rick, I mean, I enjoyed episode 4. Great show. I give it an 8.5. Regardless of what happened in the video game, regardless of that, though, right? But how everything's done and stuff like that, though, right? So certain themes that some people may not like, but I just enjoy for what it is, the story and whatever. How that.
Yeah, listen, I know the themes that you're talking about. That's cool. We know what happened in the game, but when you keep knocking on that door for most of the episode, and it doesn't really directly have anything to do with the story, I think you're just showing it just to show it. That's when it becomes problematic to me. I mean, to everybody else, to each his own. All I'm saying is, if you're going to have it, that's fine. That was part of the game. But the game didn't have that in it. You know what I mean? Like, some of that stuff, it didn't have that.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm looking to the next episode. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, sex scenes in it.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when they were walking down the street saying, hey, look at this, what's this flag stand for?
That wasn't when you was in Seattle when she was singing. That's from the game.
I don't remember that.
You didn't know that was from the game?
Hell no. And I beat both those damn games. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you must didn't do no searching around.
Well, I mean, damn, Vaughn, it is 13 years ago, wasn't it?
No, that was what, 5 years ago?
5 years? 5 years ago? Man, you know how old I am. I don't remember nothing. Bro,
you can't have a complaint when it's the stuff is from the game.
Well, hold on a second, bro. I don't remember.
Hold on. Anybody in here experience that part in the game?
Yes.
Yeah, that's part of the game.
With the rainbow flag. What she said, what does that stand for? That?
They don't know what that means.
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't in the game, but yeah, that's also something that they added. Into
the reason they added it because the first season with Joe, when the outbreak happened in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the flag is there. In the game, it's like 2000 something, early 2000s.
Yeah. Now, Mac City said, my time is precious. I absolutely have no time to waste. When they start something new, maybe I'll check it out. I mean, here's what I will say. It is
the players Ricky is from stuff in the game, though.
Well, no. It wasn't that. It was just that they kind of went a little overboard. Listen, man, my kids are trying to watch this shit too. Why you know? She said that I'm gonna be a dad. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
She said it in a joke.
Yeah, I know, but
technically, she did become a dad.
What?
Huh?
That's impossible.
I mean, not physically. You know what I mean, though.
Yeah, she became a mom, a second mom. Let's call her what she is.
Obviously, she was joking. You can hear the tone in her voice.
Yeah, I know. Listen. Again, I told y'all when my son's watching it, and he asking me stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Now I got to tell him, hey, listen, man.
Brother, this stuff is in the game since 2013.
Yeah, my son didn't play the game, son. He didn't play the game.
Hey,
no, but you did, Rick. So you already knew what to expect.
You know what was going to be in it, though.
Again, this is why. Look, I'm not even gonna go down this rabbit hole. We'll just leave it as.
Yeah.
You know what? Listen, I'm not gonna take away from the episode. Rick, I'll give it an 8. I'm not going giving it 9s though. That's not gonna happen.
Well, one thing I'm gonna tell you, Rick. One thing I do like from this season compared to last season, they put a lot more infected in the show. Like I love that. A lot, like, because it just seemed like most of the first season they didn't have the budget, but this season, with the hordes and everybody, like last episode and this episode in the train station, I like that they have more infected included in the season. So I'll give them props for that.
Hey, do any because I played both of the games, but I can't remember the way they got infected in the show. It's not the same way in the game, is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember how they get infected.
They get bit. You get bit. You get bit. You get infected.
No. I'm talking about the original. Because remember when the show came, hold on, brother. When the show first came on, remember stuff that was coming out the dude's mouth? They didn't have nothing like that in the game. It just started. Huh?
Yeah, they got the spores too.
The game got the spores?
Yeah, the spores. I mean, the show got the spores too.
Manhattan, we just won the game, Manhattan. Took one from the Celtics. I'm sorry, brothers. Continue.
No, you good.
Yeah, the show got the spores now.
Yeah, I gotta go double check on that because I don't remember a scene like that in the game. I don't remember because I'm just going off of the first episode of the show when that doctor came in and that stuff started coming out that dude's mouth and she told that general to bomb everything. I don't remember that in the game.
Yeah, the tendrils is new from the show. They created that part, but the spores is also.
You said it's in the game.
I thought you was talking about the spores. The spores is in the game. The spores is in the show too.
No, I'm talking about how the disease spread it, how it first spread it, what happened. Like they didn't say nothing about how everybody got infected.
Yeah, it got affected by it. It went through the food like the game. It got affected by food. That's how it got. Yeah. That's how people got affected through the food.
That's crazy. I don't remember that shit.
I don't. I'm a double check. I'm not saying that he lying, but I'm a double check.
Yeah, they got affected by food.
Because the lady said it came from some type of plant that got into his mind and it did something, infected something.
It's fungus.
And some type of fungus, and I don't remember that in the game.
Yeah, fungus can live on food. Yeah, Why you think they got the big old fungus heads? The clickers in the game. That's why they got the heads like that. It's fungus.
Yo, Rick, I'm gonna jump.
I'm not saying that you're wrong, Vaughn.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming through.
Check. Because Vaughn, you have to remember, you're not always right though. Sometimes, bro, you set
But
me
I
up.
am right. I originally played the
I'm
game.
not saying
What
you're
you talking
wrong.
about?
Okay, okay, you're right. You're right.
Swordfish don't remember it either, bro. I'm telling you that, bro. I don't remember none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yo,
You don't remember?
everybody hit the like button, chat. I'm out.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Which part you
I
don't
got it.
remember?
Like you too, bro.
Huh?
Which part you don't remember? The way they got affected, or which part you
The
talking
way
about?
that's what I'm saying. The original
Spores,
disease,
spores,
how
right?
did it start? I'm not talking about somebody getting out. I'm talking about how did it actually start in the show. It don't. All it shows is that woman. That remember when it first comes on, the man said something was going on to the doctor, and then the doctor went in there and examined the body, and that stuff started coming out of his mouth. And then that's when she was like, "Oh, you need to blow up the whole what's the name?" And I don't remember none of that in the game.
Yeah, that part, the the thing that come out the mouth is that's brand new created for the show. But the same
That's what
disease.
That's what I was saying, brother.
Yeah, and I'm saying they got it from the game too, brother. It got
Okay,
the
no
stuff from
problem,
the game.
no
No,
No problem.
Yo, big money.
Yes, sir.
it sound like you don't like to hear it. What the hell?
Yo, look, let me explain it to Big Money because you have to know. It has to be explained to me.
Hold on, Smooth. Vaughn, what I'm saying is that you've told me stuff before that wasn't true. I had to check on, and it wasn't
Like
true.
what? Like what? Like what?
I don't want to do this right now, though, Vaughn. I'm not trying to do this right now.
You just sound like you're reaching,
I'm
brother.
not going to do it with you right now. What you say, Smooth?
Yo, look.
No, I'm not. Please forgive me, Vaughn. You know you my nigga. I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to do that. But you like everybody be wrong and you be. That's all I'm saying, Vaughn.
No, what are you talking about? I recently played the game. You didn't.
You're right. You're right. That's okay. You're right. Oh, what'd you say, Smooth?
Yeah, look. The shit started from some bad bread in the bread company, like they used to some. In this show, he says the first thing that happened was to a lady in the bread factory, and she started biting people.
In the game or in the show?
No, that's what they say verbally in the game.
Okay.
I mean, in the show. In the game, when you read the little notes and all that, it's like you read all them shit. So like the little newspaper articles in the background, it tells you the same thing that somebody started bugging out in a bread factory.
Oh, okay.
That's how it started. That's why he says in the beginning, they ask him like for the muffins, he like, yo, I'm on the Atkins diet. When you on Atkins, you don't eat bread. That's why he ain't catch an outbreak. Remember the little girl made the muffins? It was a certain brand. If it came from that company with the yeast, people was bugging out. That's why after the old lady ate the muffins from the little girl, she started bugging out.
Did it happen in the game? Because on the show, did it? It seemed like it started over there. What country was they in? In Asia? What country was that?
Like India or some shit like that, or
India.
Like Middle East country.
Okay.
But wherever that bad bread, that yeast was coming from in that country, it spread out. Like by the time they figured it out, it was too late and it was already spread out. Matter of fact, I think Tommy said that shit in the show too. Like he was like, yeah, some people say it came from the bread, and if you ate the company from the yeast, I think Tommy or Joe say that shit when he talking to her in the show.
Yeah, from all flour products because fungus can live in it.
Cool.
That's how it spreads.
Thriller, come on, man. Stop.
That shit came from like a true story. Like in the 50s, it was a company of bread. Niggas was bugging out eating, like the yeast was bad, and it had people biting. They wasn't zombies, but it was fucking their brain up. And like real life, that's what happened.
Okay. See, I can when I can. But Vaughn steered me wrong like 2 or 3 times at one time, and I was like, yeah, I got to double check.
I did,
when Vaughn
but okay. I didn't say it wrong.
It's not a big thing, Vaughn. It's not a big thing.
Y'all like them 2 episodes that they just showed to that shit?
Yeah, I mean, people just like people complain about stuff that was in the game, but they didn't explore the game, so they don't know that stuff is in it.
I watched the episode after Joe died. I watched like 15.
Yeah, that was more of a filler. Yeah, not really happened that episode.
I ain't like how Ellie seems like she was mad enough for me.
No, I think she's pretending. She's trying to look like she's cool, like she's okay, but she won't allow her.
I ain't like the speech. No, I thought she would have stormed off like y'all bugging. Fuck that. I'm going to. She was like you said. She was a little too calm for me. I ain't like that.
Yeah, it's a fake. It's a fake. That's why Tommy, the psychiatrist, told Tommy she's a liar, just like Joe. So You know,
But why was she faking for though?
because they wouldn't clear, and people wouldn't agree to go if she go in there acting crazy.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
But yeah, like the stuff in this episode that just happened, like the singing part happened in the game, the romance scene happened in the game. I mean, just like the game. So I don't know why people complaining about that.
Well, I mean, the first season was
Complaining
just
that they
like the
getting
game.
burnt out. The people that played the game, bruh, is out on it now. You know how you thought like you would like something and it's the same, and people just getting kind of burnt out on like, okay, I know what's about to happen, and
Yeah,
that's
but
why
it's not really meant for us though. It's meant for people that never played the game.
yeah. But you know, people that play the game is still gonna. But I was hoping that they were gonna change everything up with Joel's death, and I thought they was just gonna. The game was gonna go its separate way, and the movie. I mean, well, the show was gonna go its separate way, but they kept it the same. Because, like Dusu said, I thought we were going to explore that 5-year period, and they didn't. So,
You said they what? What you say?
When Dusu said that they were going to explore that 5-year period, you know how the game make that jump,
Yeah.
that 5-year jump. They thought we was going to explore that, and I thought that would have been good instead of just doing that.
They were though, like they just explored it in the game. It's gonna be explored through flashbacks with Joel. Like that's how they did it in the game. They jumped back and forth to flashbacks. Like a birthday.
But that's what I'm saying. Like in the show, they could have, instead of doing flashbacks, just go through the whole 5 years. That would have made five good seasons, I think.
See, but Big Money said that's what the problem with niggas was. Niggas wasn't ready to see Joe die again. Niggas is tight.
Oh, they should have just made a spinoff. They should have just made a spinoff then and not have those characters.
That's what you do. That's what you do after the series is over. For the main story.
Yeah, fuck it. Have Tommy and with his wife or whatever. You know, do this.
What they gonna be doing? Tommy don't really be out like that no more.
Well, maybe, bro. Listen, well, that's what
they might wind up doing that route anyway because what they got signed. This is for like 2 more seasons.
One more.
One more season. One more season.
Oh, one more. Well, if they get renewed,
it's a continuation of the second season now. They split it into 2 seasons. Yeah.
But if they get renewed for a 3rd season, then they're gonna have to do a spinoff because it'll probably be out before a 4th season. It'll be out before the game, like how they was doing with that show. They was following the books, but the show kept coming out too quick, so they had to do their own thing.
Yeah, I don't think HBO gonna fall for that again. That's how they fucked up with Game of Thrones, and everybody.
Yeah, that's something about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I just think they should. I think they had to move away from it and go to something else. Maybe they already got. Then maybe they do the intergalactic shit. That new game they making.
Hey,
with the bald head girl.
There's something to be said about Walking Dead. They never stayed exactly parallel with the comics. They did whatever they want to. They gave them the freedom to do whatever, and that's a good thing. You don't want something to be.
They got the freedom in Last of Us. The showrunner want to keep it close to the game.
Oh man, that's lazy booking.
No, not really. I mean, it's a great story. Ain't really much you could do to it.
And The Walking Dead, that wasn't really a big comic book. You know how many people that watched that show did not know that?
Yeah,
that
they know it's a
comic book.
Yeah, what?
More people know about the game than the fucking comic book.
Yeah, Walking Dead. Hey, Walking
Dead.
Dead.
Because I was one of the ones I didn't know nothing about the comic book, but the show was.
The show, listen, Walking Dead is probably one of the biggest series in the last 20 years. They got crazy spinoff. Each character gets a spinoff. Like Walking Dead is huge.
Yeah, that's too much though. That's too. Sometimes it's over.
Yeah, but people,
they did overdo it.
But people still watch it, bro. Negan and
yeah, but they watch it to a certain point, but it's not like it's not big as it used to be.
Well, because they split it up. It's not as big. Yeah. Well, listen, it wasn't as big because they took Rick off the show. When Rick left the show, he took his ratings with him. You know, that was the whole Rick versus the Governor versus Negan, bro. Them shits were epic, bro. Those fucking that motherfucking Walking Dead was so. Tommy Ball is here. He says Matt got no time to waste, but spend plenty of time defending a third-party company.
They're gonna start killing. They're gonna start killing the wolves next episode. Only 3 episodes left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
6-episode series. I mean, joint.
10.
7, yeah.
Oh, I thought. Oh, they just right. You said they split it up. So damn.
It's probably going to end with Abby beating the dog shit out of Ellie and leaving her in the movie theater. That's probably where we're going to end up.
Yeah, that was like the middle of the
Bro, that
second
motherfucking
game.
Megan, when Megan came on the scene, that show just, I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker is a beast.
Yeah, fucking Negan.
Hey man, I put him up there with Darth Vader, bro. He one of the most
Yo, he struck the fear of God in people. That damn Negan, bro. Bro, and he always had that lean with the jacket. He said, Rick. Bruh. He said, Rick, I just shit down your throat.
$2. Let me read chat real quick, y'all. Y'all doing well. Thank you for $2, Tommy Bo. Now get back to what you guys were.
Yeah, no, about. Appreciate that, Tommy. Yeah, man, Negan, bro. I remember that time that Rick had them buy. Remember he had Rick and them bringing all his shit to him, and he's like, you know, Rick, I'm gonna need a little bit more. He's like, all right, Negan. He said, Rick, I just pissed down your throat. You're not gonna fight back? I was like, oh man, yo, he can be talking that shit, bro.
Hey, yo, remember when the first time he came to their community? And that preacher walked up behind him. He said, "Oh,
yo, that
yo was a motherfucker.
Yeah,
bro.
he is. He is a motherfucking fool, bro.
I love Negan, bro.
Yeah, he funny as hell. That's why I like that shit with Invincible, because he was doing the voice for the old man that was beating the hell out of what's his name and talking shit. And I was like, oh, that's Negan. And then, because if you know anything, that the people that wrote the Walking Dead comic, they did the Invincible comic, so that's why Negan's up there and shit. And so he talking, you know, he doing the voice for what was his name, man? I forget his name was, but yeah, man, it was good stuff, man. And then now they got old boy down in the dungeon locked up and shit. Let's talk about it.
In The Walking Dead, they don't say how that outbreak happened, right? They never tell you, right?
No, they tell you on that. They tell you
that. I'm trying to think. And they crazy. Yo, Walking Dead is like what, 15 years old?
When they was at that, when they was up there, when they was in that building with that scientist that told Rick that everybody got the disease.
Yeah, everybody has it. Yeah,
I think that's when they told him.
Yeah.
But they didn't say how, because I know in Walking Dead you could die naturally and you just turn into a zombie.
Yeah, because it's through the air or whatever
Everybody
it is.
Infected. Everybody in the world is infected. Everybody.
Yep.
But did they say where this shit came from?
They were talking. She was talking about in that lab, in that science lab with that bad CGI. Yeah, remember that? Yo, that was when they blew up, that bad CGI. Oh man, that was crazy.
Yeah, I think they said in that episode.
Bro, can you believe Walking Dead?
That's what Last of Us got over there, is the budget.
Yeah,
definitely got the budget over.
Yeah, they got the well.
I think Walking Dead, as long as they've been on, they would have a big budget.
Nah, they got a regular TV budget.
Yeah, cable budget.
Oh yeah, Ty? Rick didn't say that, Ty.
What didn't say what?
I don't think is it kid friendly, because she said the 10 minutes something.
Well, the first 10 minutes are arguing. Yeah.
First 10 minutes of what?
Well, yeah, Ty. They did have she's right. The arc. They did have two women kissing, but they ain't on no Ellie and Dina type stuff. You know, saying I'm pregnant.
You can't really be mad at Last of Us for that if you knew this was in there since 2013. Though, you should have told your son what was going to be in it. You knew what was going to be in it.
I didn't think that she was going to put her. Didn't she touch her with the? Now hold up. Didn't she touch her with the zombie infected hand? That baby's gonna.
No, she can't get affected.
Oh man, I was like, yo, she letting her touch her with that hand? Like, yo.
No, come on, right? Hey, come on.
I was like, man,
come on, Rick. You can't really blame the show, brother, if you knew was the source material already.
God, that's cool. I just didn't want my kid asking me questions about the shit. I mean, I'm like, God damn.
I mean, that's up to you to let them watch it or not.
Yeah, because you know they both put that in the show, nigga.
I didn't think they was gonna do a scene like that kissing. I thought, all right, cool. I didn't think
they had that in the game, brother. It's an M-rated show.
And it's HBO, so you know.
She didn't put her hands down her pants in a video game.
Bro, Abby literally get bends over and get fucked.
No, yeah, that's Abby. That was never mind.
They kissing and shit in the show.
Yeah.
I mean, the game, I mean.
Oh man.
I think they missing content. They would to hear what we. It was a broad discussion around that, y'all. It's more to that. We just don't want to talk about it on the show.
Yeah, that's all.
It's just not that. It was a broader discussion we were having about that situation in Hollywood. So
I feel you on that, but I just feel like this, like you literally know the source material.
Well, that's all, folks. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I am going to watch an episode of Ark. I wasn't going to play a little bit more South of Midnight. I'm ready to beat that game and move on.
Don't tell me Big Money forgot about that part either. Oh, man.
What part?
A part about Ellie being,
Killer. What up, Killer? You missed most of the show. We done now.
I knew about that.
So, everybody,
that's what I'm saying. It was like a broader discussion. That's why he was. And I think y'all kind of missing out on what we were saying earlier. Y'all
just something a little different.
I'm pretty sure I get your point, but I'm just saying you shouldn't let your kids watch it if you know what's going to happen. Want him to see that.
Shout out to the Knicks for winning. I think you gotta stop the Celtics from getting more titles than the Lakers than we already have. We got a one championship hole to climb out of. So shout out to the Knicks. Max said he's almost done with Shadows. So yeah, I gotta finish this. Once I'm done with South of Midnight, I'm going to that what's the name, that RPG everybody tell me is the Cat's Meow. I gotta check it out for myself and see how that is. Because so far the best RPG in the last 5 years, Baldur's Gate 3. That's easy. Baldur's Gate 3, and it did right by winning Game of the Year. So anyway, we'll see y'all on Wednesday. We'll talk about the Xbox price hike. We'll talk about a 20-year-old Gears game going over to PlayStation, and somehow it's a big deal. Jesus Christ, that game's old enough to vote.
Levon. Where Levon? You in here, Levon?
I'm here,
okay,
brother.
make sure, because Ricky gonna try to block this out. Make sure Wednesday, make sure you put in the topics that Sony, even though Nintendo and Microsoft raising the price, Sony came out and said they're not doing it. They're not raising prices. So make sure you have that in there.
And make sure you have the link to back that up.
Hey, Rick, man, you gotta admit real quick. You said that Gears of War wasn't coming, brother. Yeah,
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did. Listen, here's the deal. That Gears game is older than you, but
oh my god,
what are you talking about? I was born in the '90s. Why you keep saying that?
Listen, that game old. Look, when Halo comes over, then yes,
brother, it's coming over.
When
everything part of the Xbox showcase is gonna be dead.
Listen, if
Vaughn, they gonna keep goalposts, bro.
Bro,
keep moving.
Listen, when Halo comes, it's officially over.
Brother, Halo not even a big IP no more. Brother.
No, but it's not the point. It's their star. It's their flagship IP.
No, it's not no more. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
If anything.
No.
Jesus Christ.
They hanging on the hope with that Halo, B.
Yeah,
who's hanging on the hope? No.
Forza got more players than Halo, and Halo's a free to play. Like, what are we talking about?
Jesus Christ.
Even Rich can't clean the day. He said, you know what, they gonna get Halo. Even Rich can't deny that shit no more.
Rich came all the way in today, didn't he? He came all the way in. He's like, y'all got it. Y'all got everything coming now.
Yeah. And he was standing tall. Y'all not Gears and Halo. You couldn't tell him nothing. Today he said,
I think Fable gonna be day and date. I think all that shit gonna be day and date.
Yeah,
I think Fable too. Yeah.
Hey man, look.
I think they gonna get Starfield before Halo though. I think
hey, listen. Hey, look. If y'all want to brag about getting Microsoft old games, Merry Christmas.
outside of 2 games and shit, they got all the new games.
Yeah,
What you talking
you don't got Starfield. You ain't got
Okay.
Avowed. You ain't got Southern Midnight. You ain't got those
Brother,
games.
We got Indiana Jones. We got old Indy. Indy came out in what? In December or November?
Yeah, he did.
December.
Oh,
He
boy.
came out the same. All right.
Yeah, that old Mark.
Hey, so we're like Sony now. We got timed exclusives. Okay.
No, it's not time exclusive. Shit gonna be day and date. What you talking about?
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what? If it is, guess what? Fuck it. Who cares? I got a PC.
Hey, Ricky, the only 2 games this year Xbox released is not on that PlayStation is what? Avowed and Southern Midnight.
Well, well, hold on. Here's what I would say. The PlayStation guys should be worried. He ain't got nothing to play. He's playing Xbox games. They should make now. They should be knocking on the door saying, "Why? Wait, hold on. Why did we buy this system for first party material? We don't have any. We playing Xbox junk. That's what you got. That's what I would say if I was y'all."
Ricky, I got a question for you. Do you worry about EA when we play EA games? Like, what you talking about?
EA don't have a console.
Brother, nobody's moving to Xbox. They got the most expensive console in the market.
Bro, so hold on. You know, I'm so glad, you really think PlayStation ain't gonna raise the price of their consoles?
Bro, they said that. I'm telling you.
All right,
Rick,
okay, all right, perfect. I'm time stamping this shit right here. This is gonna come back to haunt y'all. Okay.
Stamp it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be as egregious as Xbox. So
Oh man. All right, we'll see. Listen, I'll see y'all all on Wednesday, and have Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Appreciate y'all for coming through. And I'm tired, so I can't give out all the shout out. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's 10:13. Yeah, this is too late. All right, so I gotta go. Appreciate Mac, Rob, Ty, Tommy Bull, Radios. If I didn't name you, I'm sorry. Swordfish, Laughing is the Cure. Who else is it? Thriller Ali, Vaughn, Ty That Woman, Big Money, Layvon, Manhattan, Parker, Smoothie, coming here lying, Vaughn coming here lying, but it's all right. We got something for y'all on Wednesday. All right, y'all have a good night.